app. Take us with you anywhere and listen anytime. Plus, get thousands of other stations and playlists all free. Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
In Boca Raton, 95 northbound, we had a crash south of Palmetto Park Road. So if you're coming in from Broward to Palm Beach, there is a left lane blocked, and that could cause you a bit of a slowdown. Also, northbound Turnpike at Glades Road, a crash, but that one is off to the shoulder. And then we have Lantana Road at Military, a crash with a bit of a delay there. Fire rescue on the scene also. Fire rescue on the scene of a crash, some Summit Boulevard at Haverhill in suburban West Palm Beach. I'm Joel Malk.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, the media is now turning on the White House, and John Kerry is under investigation for his ties to China by House Republicans. So what does this mean for the old guard? I'll explain it to you. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some red zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword green at realradio921.com. That's green. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
It is National Pizza Day.
Now, who wants pizza? Who wants pizza?
Pizza. What pizza?
From thin crust to deep dish, about 3 billion pizzas are sold in the United States each year.
What's your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni, sausage, and extra cheese.
Extra cheese?
Extra. Double cheese anchovies?
With extra anchovies?
You do like pizza.
Okay, everybody, it's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in a pizza. Wow, you're in a Penthouse on Pizza Day. That's what you're in. National Pizza Day. You guys got to get involved. Where can we get the best pizza? Let us know. You got 13 chances a day to win $1,000 with a keyword. You get those all during the day. And how about a Super Bowl win and $1,000? Sounds awesome. 11:45, your chance to win tickets to Fall Out Boy. Only on the Penthouse, only on Pizza Day on a Thursday. Jimmy, good morning. Can I get a slice?
Hello, and good morning.
And hello, Francis.
Hi, good morning. Happy, what's today, Thursday? What's up?
Happy
all
Thursday.
Day.
All day.
Ooh.
Wow.
Happy Pizza Day.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Happy Pizza Day, yeah.
It is Pizza Day.
Jimmy, where is your favorite place to get pizza?
I hate to say it, but it's a national food chain, Pizza Hut.
All right.
One of my favorite pizzas.
Franny?
Like me.
There's a few that I enjoy going to. I like Anthony's, coal-fired. I think Joseph's does a great job on pizza.
Yeah, Joseph's does very good.
There's this place called Buongiorno that does a good job too. Buongiorno.
But you got to throw the hands out.
Yes.
Buongiorno. Buonasera.
Yes. I don't eat pizza as much as I would like to. But
you can. You're in great shape.
No, I can't because I have celiac. I have a disease that I'm not allowed to have gluten.
Oh, I guess I didn't pay attention to that.
You're in great shape. I love it. But you're so healthy. Never listens to any problems I have with my life, ever. But you're in such good shape. You're so healthy. No.
I care about you. You're top.
Physically, you care about, but you never listen to what's going on inside.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
In my life, I would say you're in the top 5 people I worry about. Top 5.
Okay.
Maybe top 3.
Okay.
Maybe top 2.
Oh, boy. Speaking of, I must say, I had my very first mammogram today, so that was fun.
Really?
Oh, my. Yeah.
First one ever?
Well, yeah, they say. So, obviously, if you feel something or whatever, you should go get checked out.
Okay.
I know, whatever girls, I won't call her out, but she listens, and God bless her. Dealt with breast cancer, fought it, and is a warrior. And she, but at a very young age, and it can happen, right? But they do recommend your doctors when you hit 40. That's when you should start.
Oh, it's not until then.
That's when you should
I
start
thought that was
going.
something you started doing much earlier in life.
So you got a few years.
So for 40, well, I turned 40.
You do?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So I went today, and it's not comfortable. I'll just say that.
Well, from what I hear, I should say.
Yeah, it's not
Guess
fun.
I can't really speak from experience.
And the best thing, is when you've got your breasts getting smushed by a machine, listening to Mo. From Mo and Sally in the mornings, calling at 5-5.
Oh, God.
I'm like, I can't get away from these guys.
Oh.
I told you my funny story when I was at she's my OBGYN cancer specialist, Dr. Leary, and she's all up in there, and she was like, you know Mo and Sally? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I love them.
Great.
So between my vagina and my breast, I can't get away from them when I'm at the
Wow.
doctor.
That's not that. You might hear that again, kids. Just putting it out there.
How do we embarrass Greek? You say vagina and breast.
Oh, man.
What?
I
It's
have to
life.
embarrass him.
It's life. It's medical stuff.
He's been paying for it for years.
Yes.
Ain't that the truth? Brother man, there was a fork in the road, and I took the wrong fork. That is definitely for sure.
So, yeah. So, but point being, PSA, take care of yourself.
That's right.
Exactly. Go to the doctor.
That's right. Go.
Can be preventative.
Especially men. Men, I believe.
Men and women.
I know, but women, I think, are...
Especially men.
Yeah.
No.
Screw you,
Women,
girls.
screw you. Screw.
You guys are making your own.
But that's what it sounds like. We kid, because you're like, especially men go to the doctor.
I have a lot of my friends, and they don't go to the doctor, ever. And it's, we've talked about it, and they won't go, and it's crazy. Couple years, 3 years, colonoscopy, forget it, they won't do it. I mean, I think women are more, in tune and will do it. Guys, for whatever reason, just don't want to go or don't want to hear or whatever. I talked to one of my friends the other night, hasn't had a physical in 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, 10 years?
Does he pay for insurance? Because I have a girlfriend like that. She pays for insurance. She's got great insurance.
She
won't go to the damn doctor. And I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? If you're white, you're basically just pissing away your money.
Yeah.
I mean, I want her to go to the doctor, but she doesn't. She fights it all the time.
Yeah. He said, I feel good. I don't have to go.
Yeah. And this is when she doesn't feel good.
And
she still won't go.
And this guy is not in good shape.
Yeah.
Drinks tremendously, smokes.
That's why he doesn't go. He doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because he knows what the doctor's going to say.
Probably.
Got to quit smoking, got to quit drinking, or whatever.
Got to lose some weight.
Yeah.
He's very content in his world.
Yeah, but then one day you get bumped and it's not good. It is the Penthouse on a pizza day. If you got a favorite place that you love pizza, call us 877-927-6969. Give them a shout out. You could text us at Real Radio 47142. You could also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. You can go to our website and check us out in the studio. Francis, Jimmy, and myself, sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. Don't forget, the big game is Sunday night. That's right. And that is the best place to watch the game in Monroe's of Palm Beach. It is a Greek. It is Francis. It is Jimmy. When we come back, we're going to find out who some of the stars are rooting for in the big game. And maybe it'll affect your bet. Because if you like somebody, you might be like, all right, they're betting them, I am. And if they're not, maybe it'll make you want to bet more. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory. Charlie, you say you have information on our big boss, Keith Kennedy, that he has a tie to Jeffrey's amateur wrestling events?
He used to announce these wrestling shows.
No.
Wait a second.
No.
That's how they met.
Keith Kennedy was an announcer.
At like backyards and stuff. Introducing people like Jeffrey.
I thought I couldn't think any less of Keith Kennedy. Now we hit a new rock bottom. You gotta be kidding me.
Rover's Morning Glory. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a bowler, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Don't be impressed when you hear someone settle their case for what may seem like lots of money. $500,000 seems like lots of money until you learn they lost both legs, had a brain injury, or were paralyzed and can never work again. All law firms are not the same. To see what your case may be worth, go to forthepeople.com and look at our verdicts and settlements for cases just like yours. Look before you leave. Hire the right lawyer. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
When you hire your local CertaPro painters, you get the power of doing it right. Detailed project proposals, excellent customer service, and trusted professionals who get the job done on time and on budget. The power of experience. We're kings of the scaffolding and pros with the stucco. We've been there, done that. Get your project started at CertaPro.com and get the power of pro.
CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarded.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South offers volume discounts for homeowners. The more you buy, the more you save. Our discounts start at the 4th window, and from there, the savings grow. New South can do this because we own our factory, and that's the power of Factory Direct. Visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's big weekend. New Orleans-inspired entertainment. Mardi Gras comes to Monroe's big contest. Lady with the most beads wins $250. And Sunday is the big game and the watch party. Where would you rather watch the game than with beautiful ladies, great entertainment, and great food? It's the big game and it's the watch parties. It's at Monroe's, February 12th. It's a big weekend. There's only one place to be, baby. Monroe's. Peace.
Attention Florida homeowners. The MySafe Florida Home program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it!
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets!
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
Doug.
Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If you've been thinking about doing laser hair removal, I am telling you, quit thinking about it and just do it. With the best in the biz, that's Begin a New Med Spa. This is Jupiter's premier luxury med spa. Hey, this is Franny, and I'm kicking myself in the behind that it took me so long to do this. I'm over halfway through my laser hair removal treatments with Begin a New's medical professional, Regan, and my skin is already noticeably smoother and so much more hair-free. Now, this is not all that Begin a New offers. Feeling drab, not sleeping well, and no energy? Ask them about their optimal wellness program. Wanting to lose weight? Then the game-changing semaglutide may be perfect for you. Begin a New also offers testosterone replacement therapy, body sculpting, and Botox. You can check out all they have to offer, plus their February specials at beginanewmed.com. And when you book that appointment, let them know that Franny sent you. That's beginanewmed.com.
On the exercise. In nearly
Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday, pizza day. If you got a favorite pizza, give me a slice. Hard and fast. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, and I already have a couple people who suggested their favorite pizza places. 47142 is that text line. You just have to start it off with Real Radio like they did. It says, hands down, best pizza in the area is Fantini's in Jensen Beach.
Oh, okay.
So Fantini's. And then we have Two Cheese in East Boca. Mind's blowing is what they said.
Oh, what is it called? Two Cheese?
Two Cheese in East Boca.
Oh, I got to find it.
You got G-Man's attention. He's writing it down.
Two Cheese.
Yeah, so we're on both ends. We got up north and down south.
Jimmy, have you heard that
Boca
place?
and Jensen.
No, I haven't.
Fantini's in Jensen and Two Cheese in East Boca.
I could even remember that name, Two Cheeses.
No, it's Two Cheese, not Two Cheese. Wow.
Even I can remember that name.
Wow.
Two Cheese, whatever.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll find it.
Whatever.
Oh, boy.
Whatever.
It is a Thursday, baby.
Must be nice.
That is mind-blowing. What to be so pretty.
Wow. I heard that last night late, too.
You're pretty. Go ahead.
So last night I did the Greek Zone, and then I had to do a couple errands, and I went to Cannoli's Kitchen. That's probably the wrong name, but anyway, for pizza with my stepson. Then I stopped home and fell asleep on my balcony, and I woke up and I didn't check the time. I just got up, and I'm like, oh, I thought I slept for like 45 minutes.
Okay.
And then I get in my car and I'm driving to meet my friends, and it's like 10:45. I fell asleep for like 3.5 hours. Had no clue. And when I got there,
Now, when you say you fall asleep in your patio, you have like really comfortable furniture out there, or Are we?
It's a nice chair
Yeah.
and a thing to put up your feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like a little ottoman and
yeah,
stuff.
it's small.
I just picture him like crawled up like on the ground.
On the ground, yeah.
I'm just trying to envision this patio you speak of.
Yeah,
What is this, a World War II bunker? I mean,
I'm a iguana. I like lying down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had a cigar, but I can't smoke it, so I just put it in my mouth. So anyway, yeah. And then
So 3 hours later, yeah, it's your body. I told you. I've told you.
my rent was due.
When this happens, is your body's telling you like you need this rest.
Yeah, and I didn't even look. And then I was like, oh my God, it's like almost 11 o'clock. I was out a little late last night. So anyway.
So you woke up and went out after that?
I went out. Yeah, I didn't look at anything. I put my phone in my pocket and I had my watch on, but I didn't look. And I was driving down the road to my friends because I was supposed to meet them around 9, and I didn't know what time was it.
So they were still out and about, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they were out, but they were like, where the hell were you? They thought I was on a date or doing something. And I was like, I didn't realize it was like 11 o'clock. So I got there like 2 hours late. But man, I just like crashed. Boom. But note this: if I looked at my phone or maybe my watch, I probably wouldn't have went out because it was so late, like 11 o'clock. What am I doing? That's a little late to be going out about, especially in that area. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Got a lot going on for you guys. We're going to come back with This Day in History. We're also going to come back with a trifecta, and we will get into the celebrities. Who are some of them rooting for, and will that change your mind? Now, everybody has some friends that you might think this is more of a guy thing, and maybe some girls too, that are bad luck. And maybe if you hear that they're on a certain team, you might be like, oh man, why are they rooting for them? I'm looking for some of my friends who lose a lot to like the Eagles. So I'm hoping that happens. So that continues on. It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday. You guys can get involved. 877-927-6969. If you have a place that has great pizza, it's National Pizza Day. Give us a slice. We already got a few in the text line. Email Jimmy, text us, or call us. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Peace.
When you give up trying to teach your parents how to use their smart speaker and take it home, tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we get going through our Thursday morning. We're in the 60s and 70s to start. Back towards the low 80s, though, moving into the afternoon under a partly cloudy sky. We're seeing a few coastal showers this morning as well. We will stay warm for the remainder of the week. Temperatures climb towards the mid-80s by Saturday before a cold front moves in.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
Doug.
Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Attention Florida homeowners. The My Safe Florida Home program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Looking for a real solution for ED?
So are we.
At forhims.com/radio, you can get access to the trusted generic versions of proven treatments for ED, like Viagra, for 95% less than the brand name price.
That's right, 95% less.
I was prescribed the generic for Viagra, and Hims shipped it directly to me for free in discreet packaging. I didn't have to go to the pharmacy, deal with insurance, or wait ages for an in-person appointment. The Hims process is super convenient, totally private, and 100% online. After you complete a simple medical intake at forhims.com/radio, a licensed medical provider assesses your information and determines if treatment might be right for you. Hims made it so simple to get access to treatment for my ED. Now, I feel like myself again.
And we feel like us again.
Start your free trial today at forhims.com/radio. That's forhims.com/radio for your free visit. forhims.com/radio.
Hey there, it's your favorite neighborhood Jeannie. I'm here to talk about one of the least magical things ever, high-interest debt. It's basically a curse cast by warlocks at the credit card companies. So rude. Here's some good news. With a Real Genius loan, you can pay off pesky debt by using your home's equity and potentially save hundreds every month. Use promo code RGCARD and get a $500 Visa gift card after closing. It's a wish that grants you more wishes. Visit realgenius.com or give them a call at 888-246-5906 to learn more about how they can help you banish high-interest debt now. Sorry, I'm passionate about savings. You've got to hear about the no closing cost options. Contact them for details at 888-246-5906 or visit realgenius.com. Now, legally, we can't tell you your mortgage interest will be tax deductible, so ask your tax advisor, because they can. Real Genius LLC, NMLS 2389303. Real Genius is an equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval, not licensed in all states. That was exhausting. Nap time?
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a baller, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Everyone knows that time is money. Go to Jackson Hewitt today for up to $3,500 with a no-interest, no-fee tax refund advance loan. That means money now instead of later. Go to Jackson Hewitt today. For eligible clients, loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
As you're heading out along 95 South County, a crash in Delray Beach southbound. This is just north of Linton Boulevard. Just a minor delay. It is off to the shoulder. You also have some debris just a little bit south of that on the southbound side all over the road. This is some sort of plastic debris, so heads up for that. Turnpike looking pretty good. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
Addiction can be isolating, but there is strength in numbers.
Together, we can bring out the best in those who are in need of recovery while removing stigma. Through 1 Million Strong, the music industry, fans, and musicians are taking action to transform the way people think about addiction and recovery. Whether you live with addiction or love someone who does, 1 Million Strong is for you. Find support or show your support at 1millionstrong.com.
Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday, getting ready for the big game on Sunday. Are you feeling the hype? Let us know. We'll talk about the Super Bowl and some more interesting things about the big game. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hello and good morning.
And it's time for this day in history and the trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
There is a place where you can bet the exact score of the game. And most people at DraftKings are betting Eagles 37, Chiefs 34. Now, this started at 250 to 1. Now, because of the amount of money, 21% people are betting this, it has dropped to 80 to 1. That's where you're betting and you're picking the exact score. So most people think the Eagles, and they're going to beat the Chiefs 37-34. That's also good for the over if you like it. Lawrence Taylor yesterday on a podcast, Super Bowl week, he said that he thinks Joe Montana is the GOAT, not Brady, because Brady has had help for years by all the rules changes. You can't even touch their quarterbacks today, Taylor said. Joe is the man. Joe didn't have anybody calling the plays in his helmet, and he believes that Montana is the best. Interesting that he said that, but again, different eras. I wouldn't be surprised that he said that.
That was the group he was in that time frame, so that makes sense that he would say that.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the guys who did play in that time feel there is a major advantage today. You can't hit the receivers. The quarterbacks, get a lot of breaks.
Sure.
When Taylor and them played, forget about what they did to the players. Forget it. And a big blockbuster trade, not surprised, in Brooklyn, again, they are cleaning house. Kevin Durant gets traded to the Phoenix Suns, and automatically, if you had the Suns to win the NBA Finals, wow, did that change for you? They became the favorites to win it all. Kevin Durant joins an all-star lineup already with Booker and Chris Paul. Kevin Durant gets traded to the Phoenix Suns.
Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?
Nobody's going to Brooklyn now.
Nope.
And last 72 hours, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Again, what a mistake they made with those big three with Harden's. Everything just went bad. It really did from the beginning. Those guys did not play well together. They didn't win anything. It does show you sometimes you think spending money and just putting guys together works. It didn't. So Kevin Durant's changing, and now he's going out to the West Coast playing for the Phoenix Suns. And they'll probably change all-star teams too because it happened to Kyrie. He was on the East, and then he was on the West. Kyrie did play last night, first time for the Dallas Mavericks. They lost, but he scored 24 points. So a lot of big changes in the NBA. And this is good news for the Heat, by the way, because the Nets were a team that were a pain in the ass. So now they're not going to bother anybody. I think they'll be okay, but not going to be as good as they had Kevin Durant and they had Kyrie Irving. And the Heat were interested in Durant, but I don't think the deal could be made, and he's going out to Phoenix. And that is your first trifecta of the day, and now it's this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, we're going to go back 198 years to the year of 1825. The House of Representatives decided the outcome of a presidential election because John Quincy Adams and Andrew Jackson both fell short on electoral votes. They, of course, elected Adams. A suspicious cabinet appointment led to accusations of corruption in our government. Can't do
Where?
Say it isn't so.
No.
Good thing we don't have that anymore. So he was only a one-term president, and Jackson defeated him easily in the next election. 81 years ago today, 1942, Congress implemented daylight savings time. That was the first time it was done to conserve fuel during World War II. It lasted about 3.5 years, and it took another 2 decades before they brought it back. 63 years ago today, 1960, the official groundbreaking ceremony is held for the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The first star to be dedicated on the historic walkway belonged to actress Joanne Woodward.
Oh, good trivia question.
59 years ago today, in 1964, a group you might have heard of, the Beatles, appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show and earned $2,400. The show was watched by 73 million people, and if you can imagine in that day and age,
that's a ton.
That was a lot of people.
That's a lot today. 73 million. The Grammys only had 12 million.
Over 50,000 requests were made for the 728 available seats in the theater. Something that nobody will let Quincy Jones let go. He said once that they were the worst musicians in the world. They were no playing mother effers. Paul was the worst bass player I ever heard, and Ringo, don't even get me started on him. That just goes to show that sometimes even the experts get it wrong. How many labels turned them down, Greek?
I believe it was 7 or 8 before they signed with Capitol.
I knew you knew the number. That's why somewhere around there. 52 years ago today, in 1971, pitcher Leroy Satchel Paige becomes the first Negro League veteran to be nominated for the Baseball Hall of Fame. In August of that year, Paige, a pitching legend known for his fastball, showmanship, and the longevity of his playing career, which spanned 5 decades. A pitcher, 5 decades. That is amazing. He was inducted. Joe DiMaggio once called Paige the best and fastest pitcher I've ever faced.
And there was also reports that they never really knew his age. He might have been even older when he was
as far as the age, yeah. But he played for over a 5 decade
How could they not find that out?
It's different times.
Yeah, you forge birth certificates, especially for players.
There was a lot of players like that.
Some players,
that came over even from other countries. They didn't really know.
Yeah,
they've had trouble with that in Little League World Series.
Oh, I know. They say that they're 12
that too,
and they've got like full-on mustaches.
They're 35.
They're 28. Yeah. Who was that 29-year-old that just went to high school?
Yeah, that's
Did you see that story the other day? That was just funny.
That was a woman.
Yeah, it was a woman,
Yeah,
female.
yeah.
I had no idea why she did it either.
Nope.
Back to a little bit on the Beatles, sort of. 51 years ago today, 1972, Paul McCartney and Wings made their official debut with a show at England's Nottingham University. 31 years ago today, 1992, Magic Johnson came out of retirement to play in the NBA All-Star Game.
Yeah.
He scored 25 points and had 9 assists as the Western Conference beat the East 153-115. And Magic ended up being the MVP.
That was the year with the HIV.
Yeah. Yep. He retired. It was only like 3 months before that, the year prior, but obviously we're into it.
I remember a lot of players didn't want to play.
Yeah. Well, it was big back then because nobody knew about it, right? The way we do now.
Yeah, Karl Malone was very outspoken. He didn't want to play in the game. He felt it was unfair. He was putting his life in jeopardy. If Magic got cut or something. Again, we didn't know anything. But
didn't know nearly as much.
Yeah.
26 years ago today, 1997, The Simpsons. Now, get this. They became the longest-running primetime animated series, beating the record previously held by the Flintstones. 26 years ago, they beat the longest-running primetime. And, of course, it's still going on today, which is absolutely amazing.
Didn't they just, I think, sign on for 4 more years or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody's going to touch them.
Yep.
And finally, 18 years ago today, in 2005, an extremely unattractive nude portrait of a pregnant Kate Moss was auctioned off for roughly $7.3 million to an anonymous, probably blind bidder. I didn't write that, kids. I didn't write that. It is actually a pretty ugly portrait.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, it's abstract.
Maybe Johnny Depp.
Yeah, it could
Maybe.
probably could be. Yeah,
he dated.
I know.
And that's what happened on this wonderful day, February 9th, in our history.
Hey, Super Bowl's coming up. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got a thought, and you could ask anybody. It's a great way also to break the ice with a girl over the next couple of days. Or a guy, ask them who they like in the Super Bowl. It just flows out very easy. But Jimmy, I know you got a little bit of a list of certain celebrities who they want. I know Brad Pitt is pulling for the Chiefs.
Yeah, People Magazine actually put a list together of celebrities and who they're rooting for in the Super Bowl. The Eagles or the Chiefs, obviously. And here are some of them. And Miles Teller is apparently an Eagles fan. Boo. I even got it right here.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd, our good friend there, he's rooting for the Chiefs.
Oh, cute. He's
Yay!
cute. Yeah, he's cute.
Your doppelganger, believe it or not,
Kevin Hart?
Sadly, Kevin Hart, he's rooting for the Eagles.
Oh, he's a huge Eagles fan.
He's from Philly.
Yeah, he's always at the games. I love watching him in the middle of it, especially like he gets down like with the players and stuff after the game during the pressers, and he's just such a nugget looking up at everybody.
And
It's fun.
I'm assuming that a bunch of these are like that, right? Because they're either like from near the area. Now, other than, and this is the only one that I really know of, obviously Sylvester Stallone is rooting for the Eagles. I mean,
of course.
No surprise there. Kevin Hart, if he's from the Philly area, it makes sense. And I'm sure that's the same for a bunch of them. Jason, and help me out, Freddie, Sudeikis?
Yep,
Or
Jason
Sudeikis?
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis. He's rooting for the Chiefs.
Okay.
Pink is rooting for the Eagles. Bradley Cooper is also rooting for the Birds.
He sits in a box with the owner.
Yeah. Well, he even was in that movie. So good, and they were Eagles fans.
Yeah, and they were betting.
With De Niro.
Yep. And I forget the girl.
I love her, Jennifer Lawrence. Why can't I think of the name of the movie?
Yeah.
It's very good.
It is a good movie.
Yep.
It's funny.
It's
but the last couple like playoff games, he's in the owner's box.
Yeah, no,
Really.
he's a huge Eagles
Well,
fan.
big time star, so that doesn't surprise me. Rob Riggle is rooting for the Chiefs. Will Smith is rooting for the Eagles. No surprise there. He's also from the
and West Philadelphia, born and raised on a playground is where I spent most of my days.
Nice. That was nice. Keep going.
Thank you.
Going,
Thank
please.
you. No, good.
You get a slice of pizza.
Yes, I'm good.
Brad Pitt is rooting for the Chiefs, as well as the Fonz. Henry Winkler, he's rooting for the Chiefs as well. Miranda Lambert is also rooting for the Chiefs. Melissa Etheridge, also rooting for the Chiefs. Savannah Guthrie is a Eagles gal. So is Kelly Ripa. Tina Fey, also rooting for the Birds. And Superman,
New York people.
Superman Henry Cavill,
Cavill, I believe. I don't know. Whatever he is, he's a stud.
is rooting for the Chiefs.
Oh, good.
There's a bunch that were on there.
He's a stud. Yeah, there is. So I saw something interesting, though. They were talking about whatever team you plan on rooting for. I got to find this article that it tells you how good you are with your finances.
Really?
Yes. So let me see if I can find this, because I know I didn't have it on our show prep, because I kind of like after the fact was scouring through and I was like, what is this? So
like if you're an Eagles fan, you're good or bad, and then or vice versa with the Chiefs?
With your finances, right?
That's weird.
It says whatever team you choose for. This is from Go Banking Rates. Whatever Super Bowl team you cheer for will reveal your something about your finances. So they said, whether your favorite NFL team made it to the Super Bowl or not, most people will be cheering for one of the teams, right, to take the field on Sunday. I really don't have a dog in the game. I'm going to a house that is primarily Chiefs fans. So I'll probably be rooting because I don't want to be like, get out for the Chiefs.
First play of the game. Eagles!
No, they're cool. I know there's going to be some Eagles fans too. But
I figured more because
my husband.
Because of Matt.
Yeah.
So.
But they said, as it turns out, whether you'll be rooting for the Eagles or Kansas City can reveal a lot about your habits, your financial habits. So there was a survey from Vanguard. It looks how fans preferred teams may be tied to how well they scored with their finances. So some of the key differences: Eagles fans are more positive about their financial future. 61% of them, compared to only 55% of Chiefs fans. They say supporters on both sides are equally good at financial planning, so that's good. You're both good at that. Chiefs fans are better at having emergency savings. 73% of Chiefs fans have emergency savings.
Might need it if they lose.
Compared to 67 of Eagles fans. They say both fans seem to be pretty good at dealing with their credit cards, so that's good. Eagles fans are slightly better at creating a budget and sticking to it. And then they say the same is also true of retirement planning. Eagles fans are better by just slightly, though, not by much. I think it's 3%. So they say, and it turns out those cheering for either team feel better about their financial future than folks who aren't rooting for either team playing this year. It's 58% versus 42%. So it's just, doing a survey between the two. They looked at fans from both teams and found out who was better with their finances.
But also they're saying it's better to pick a team than not have nobody.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's,
so
one side.
I guess pick a team.
Pick a team. It's better for you either way. And again, the Super Bowl is the last game of the year. You just want to win. There's a lot of pride in it. because you don't want to lose the last game of the year. It sticks with you. You remember, you're like, oh, man, I lost the game, last game.
Yeah, there was a pretty cool story about a Chiefs fan who donated his kidney.
Oh my
to
God.
an Eagles fan.
Oh.
Yeah, and this was on the Today Show. So these two football fans, they said, with football, maybe mortal enemies.
But
no. So, yeah, Philadelphia Eagles fan, his name is Billy Welsh, and he is going to be next to Kansas City fan John Godwell at the game on Sunday after John donated his kidney to Billy. And this was a couple years ago. So they are going to the Super Bowl together as buddies to go hang out. Yeah. So
now you think after he gave him the kidney, he becomes a Chief fan?
It's in the blood. Yeah, it's in the blood.
No.
All of a sudden, he's watching a game. He's rooting for Mahomes. And they're like, what's going on? It's the kidney.
Yeah.
That is an unbelievable thing this individual did. God bless. I mean, anytime somebody could do that, give a gift. And were they, it's not a family member or something like that?
No, these guys did know each other. They just, poke fun because one's an Eagles fan and they were going to be in the Super Bowl and one's a Chiefs fan. But I guess that they served in the Marines about like 20 years ago or something.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they got Super Bowl tickets too.
And they're going to the Super Bowl.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you got an opinion about a game or a celebrity, maybe who they're rooting for, let us know. I saw Brad Pitt because they had him on Entertainment Tonight or some show, and he was walking through a hotel or a casino or something like that. And he goes, I'm going for the Chiefs. And it might make you feel better about it, whoever you are. I'm around all Eagle fans. Everywhere I go, people are telling me Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. Even last night when I was out. Not too many Chief fans, but I like it that way. So I'm not really worried.
I can see more people from the Philadelphia area being here, because South Jersey is usually typically Eagles fans, and for them to be down in this area, that doesn't surprise me, versus people from Kansas City. Want to go over a couple of prop bets?
Yeah.
I saw a couple of lists, and of course there's pages and pages out there, so I mean, this is just we're just not even putting a wrinkle in the pond here. But a couple of them. Now, we often talk about the national anthem, right? That's one that comes up. We have two of them here for the national anthem. The length of the national anthem, which, of course, is typical, right? So right now it will be 2 minutes and 5 seconds or under. That's at least according to this one information I got. Over is their safer bet at about 57%. And I have somebody broke down an argument for that bet.
The anthem this year is being sung by Chris Stapleton, and the over-under is set at 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Over the course of the last 10 years, it's gone over this listed total 60% of the time, with the average time being 2 minutes and 6 seconds. But here's where things get interesting. 4 country music stars have sung the Super Bowl national anthem since the year 2000. 3 of the 4 times, they've gone under 2 minutes and 3 seconds. The one person to go over, though, the only other male country star to sing it, Luke Bryan. And something tells me Mr. Stapleton might go over too. According to a Spotify study, the average length of a song released in 2019 was 3 minutes and 17 seconds. But when Chris Stapleton released his album Starting Over in 2020, the average length of the 14 songs on that album, 3 minutes and 51 seconds. You may have enough time to drink an entire glass of as he sings this song slow and smooth.
So he's going by the fact of what his album songs are.
But his songs are slow and smooth, like he said, so I can see it going over.
Right.
I can.
Then here's another one that you might want to take the over on. The length of the word brave, believe it or not, is a prop bet. Oh. And of the just that, right? Just that. Will it be over 5 seconds or under? 5 seconds is the mark on that one. About 67% likely that it goes over, according to these stats.
Okay. I feel like that's such a long time to hold that word, but I know it's the final.
I just did with these. And it depends where you're betting.
Yeah.
It just depends. Like a lot of times, it's not a straight across this. Like if it goes over, it goes over. There are different sites where some places they say it goes over. We've talked about this. Some places they say it doesn't, and that's not great because you could think you won, and then on your site or wherever you're betting, we've heard it.
Yeah.
No. Because they're right. It shows you the stats are right about 205, 206.
Right. And right about there is typically when fans start clapping and it gets super loud, So
it's hard.
It's hard to tell, Here's another one, sort of, for the national anthem. Will there be a scoring drive that's shorter than the national anthem? Odds makers say yes. It's a little over 64% likely. Will a player record an octopus? Now, if I say that the Greek, you might know that.
I don't know what an octopus is. Do
Do
you?
you know what it is, Greek?
don't.
No.
I didn't either until we talked about this. It is when the same player who scores a touchdown also scores a 2-point conversion.
Oh, wow. I never heard of that.
So 8 points, right?
Yeah.
And there's your 8, right?
Wow.
The answer is no. Obviously, it's 93% likely that it won't happen. That number even seems a little low that the same player would score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Will both Jason and Travis Kelce score a touchdown? You can win big money on this one, according to what this says, because the chances are less than 1%, of course, because Jason is a center, and that's not typically, unless
he gets a fumble.
Yeah, he gets a fumble and runs it in, or
What are the odds on that? Did I
some
say?
silly thing like that. It just says that the chances are less than 1%, so 99 point something percent that it won't happen. Is the odds on that. What song will Rihanna sing first in her halftime show? That's one we often hear each time. Don't Stop the Music has the best odds according to this site at 25%. What color eyeshadow will Rihanna wear?
Wow.
Odds are clear or none at 71%. That seems weird. I would think that there's something, right? But apparently they're saying none.
Clear is a weird word to use for eyeshadow, but yeah.
Got to talk to the girl who does her makeup.
Well, and she's got her own makeup line too, so you think she would be all guzzied up. I don't know. I'm trying to look at pictures. Maybe she doesn't wear that much eye makeup.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if this particular one is saying 71%, what will Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts throw first? A touchdown or an interception? If you're a Philly fan, good news. It's 73% likely to be a TD. And I would say that, too. That would seem normal, even for Mahomes. But I imagine there's the same one for Mahomes as well. And finally, on this list, and this one I have questions. Which Anheuser-Busch product will get the first commercial? Now, there's odds here are the classic would be Budweiser at 37%. Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer is the long shot at 12.5%. But what gets me on this, and I understand how it works with radio, and I'm pretty sure television is pretty similar to how we do it in radio, there is somebody that knows the answer to that.
Yes.
So,
yeah, of course.
I know that they're doing a big push on their Michelob Ultra on those seltzers because it's new. The organic seltzers, I think. So,
ooh, all right. Well, this site says that that's the long shot.
I know.
At 12.5%.
Yeah, because I saw that, and so I don't know. I might go against it.
Remember, your betting prop bets, there are always odds involved. It's not a traditional bet. So if you might have to put up, say for $100, you might have to put up 145.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
These didn't give that type of a stats. They were just going by sort of the percentage.
So
on it.
interesting.
But if you put the odds numbers to it, it would match. But I find that odd that there's something like somebody knows that somebody could actually bet that and win it knowing.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other thing, when you put the odds on for most people, which is very unique, they will stay or go toward a bet that they might not like. You know. So I mean, like, say it's 145 and they like something, they go, "Oh, that's too high. I can't bet 145 because I got to put up $145."
Yeah.
And they might like something, which is a long shot. And it really has no chance, and that's how they get people because you're playing with the odds, and you're like, oh, I can get this back or that back. A buddy of mine put in a bet in Vegas: FAU to win March Madness, the Yankees to win the World Series, and the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl.
For next year?
Yeah, next year. Well, it started FAU,
right.
And he said it was like $100, and it paid like I don't know. Outrageous amount of money.
Oh, it'd have to, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because what's the longest odd there, FAU or the Dolphins, right? I mean, the Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees weren't
they're
bad.
Probably
10 to 1.
Right.
Yeah, but the Dolphins were high, like 40 to 1.
Yeah.
FAU was like 200 to 1.
Right.
Yeah, to win. But yeah, he just said that. But again, they're fun. That's what it's all about. If you bet and have some fun with it, it's good. Don't wake up Monday morning and have to sell a body part. That's not good.
No, that is not good.
Or get a sex change.
Super Bowl odds for winning next year. The Dolphins are plus 4,000. Remember that list I had the other day?
Yeah,
plus 4,000.
Yeah. So you don't want to do that. You want to have a good time and enjoy the game. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday, getting ready for the big game. Franny, we got some Florida stories?
Yeah, I have a good story. I know that doesn't happen that often, but a very impressive Florida man. I'll let you know the feat that he accomplished. And we have then the things that are not so good. From Jupiter all the way down to Miami. These are two different institutions. I don't even want to call them institutions. Two different people, two different places that were practicing medicine without a license.
We hear this a lot.
Oh, yeah. No, the one in Jupiter was all over the news yesterday, but I saw this disgusting one down south. I'll fill you in with all. And I'll tell you, I mean, once you hear it, you're going to be like, yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Everyone knows that time is money. Go to Jackson Hewitt today for up to $3,500 with a no-interest, no-fee tax refund advance loan. That means money now instead of later. Go to Jackson Hewitt today. For eligible clients, loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer, unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
On the free iHeartRadio app, you never pay to hear what you love, and you never wait to hear what you want. Save your money, save your time, and listen anywhere. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Accident southbound 95 north of Linton Boulevard. A little bit slow in the area. Plastic in the roadway, southbound 95. And this is just north of Yamato Road. Elsewhere, not seeing any major tie-ups. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
The state of California is out with a new law trying to muzzle any doctor who questions the COVID consensus. So what does that mean for medicine moving forward? We'll talk to one man who's suing the state. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. 921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday, getting ready for that big, big game. What do you got? If you got the winner of the Super Bowl and it's a guarantee, call us. 877-927-6969. I will give you a slice of pizza. It's National Pizza Day. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good morning.
And of course, Francis is here. Good morning, Francis.
Hey, good morning. And I got a couple texts. Thank you so much for letting us know. Silver Linings Playbook was the movie we were thinking of with Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro, and he was a big Eagles fan. And that's from Anthony, so thank you, Anthony. I will not say the last part of this. And then somebody else texted about their favorite pizza place. It says, my favorite place to get pizza is from your sister's ass pizza in Boca.
Whoa,
have you been there? Your sister's ass pizza in Boca?
Send me the phone number to that place.
All right, yeah. And then we were talking about Chris Stapleton.
Imagine if there was a place called your sister's.
Should be.
The T-shirts.
Let's do it now.
Can we trademark it?
Billboards.
And then we were talking about the Super Bowl, the prop bets, and the national anthem, how long it was going to be. And Sarah B texted us, and she said, Chris Stapleton is a soul singer. Whitney's was 2 minutes, 6 seconds. And then she said, take the over. I don't, because you can't send emojis, so I don't know what all of this means. Says Whitney's was 10 to 11 seconds. Take the over. I'm sorry, Sarah. This is not making sense to me. I'd go with that as Rihanna's first song too. So Don't Stop the Music. It looks like she would go with her first song. But it does what it looks like here. She's saying take the over with Chris Stapleton since he's a soul singer.
She also emailed me, Jimmy@realradio921.com. And the other topic we were talking about, because it's pizza day, she sent us a picture. I don't know if you can see that, Franny. Maybe we can share that with the audience. I made a pizza last night, she said. Made my own dough, used Prego for the sauce, topped it with chicken, portobello mushrooms, and mozzarella, little Parmesan cheese, and it turned out delicious.
It looks divine.
It looks absolutely incredible.
Yes, it does.
Man.
Yes, it does. You can.
I might do that tonight. Try to make my own pizza.
Oh, you should. Why not?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you want to get into some quick Florida stories?
Hold on.
All right.
I got to call 911. Get them on standby. I got my buddy Greg down there and get him on get the fire department ready.
Florida.
I can't even put on the stove.
Can't see in here.
WTF. What the Florida?
Yeah, so it looks like an owner and an employee of Aqua Laser Studios in Jupiter have been accused of practicing medicine without a licensed. Good English, Francis. Licensed. Jonathan Lopez Aromas, also known as J-Lo, is what they call him, was arrested on Tuesday. The owner is Donna Schumann, and so this cosmetic studio that is very popular, I guess one of her employees has been practicing without it, and that is J-Lo. Police in Jupiter said they conducted a joint operation with the Florida Department of Health at Aqua Laser, and they arrested the owner and J-Lo. So according to probable cause, it looks like there was a tip from a former employee there.
I was going to say, it has to be somebody, because how do you know? Just driving by.
It was a tip from, because he gets rave reviews on Yelp and Google. I love the Botox he gives me. He's so good at what he does. But yeah, I guess his former employee gave him a tip that J-Lo was doing injections without a medical license.
Man, that's bad.
Uh-huh.
And you know who did it right away. You know what I'm saying? If you're the boss or the owner, if you just fired somebody or something happened.
And then she throws the owner under the bus, and she was like, and the owner was present in the office acting as a medical assistant during his first injection. So obviously she should know that he's not licensed to do so. They said that he's conducted at least, or this witness has watched him conduct at least 50 injections into patients. She also said that she would help get patients ready and be an assistant in the room during the procedures, so she was there firsthand. What did they do? You think they fired her? And then she went back and
Now let me ask you.
Yeah?
With Botox, your opinion.
Yes.
And people saw results, okay, if they did.
Okay.
Do you think
they should see results, yeah.
Well, you don't know. Some of the Botox could be a little fugazi. There's been places like
They're
that.
like diluting it?
Yes.
Or not, injecting with water?
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's crap.
I know, but that's another thing. But I'm saying, do you think people would still go back, even if this happened, but they had results?
Yeah, but this guy can't practice anymore.
I know he can't, but I'm saying, would you think people would still go back to the place, is what I'm saying, because of what happened? Where they wouldn't care, like, that was him, and I'm getting results, I don't care.
Well, no, of course they're getting results, but they're not going to go back if they love this guy, because this guy's no longer going to be there doing the injections.
I understand that. I'm just saying, some people might.
I bet you this probably turns off people, even though they did a good job.
Right. That was my question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the credibility shot.
But there are a lot of people, if this guy never got busted and word on the street as he wasn't licensed.
That's what you meant.
Like this didn't happen legally, like he didn't get arrested and word on the street. Yeah, people probably will.
Hell yeah.
That was my question.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh. And then I'll end it with this one, and we'll bring up the good story later, because I was like, there's 2 medical facilities. So this one was in Miami-Dade.
Yeah, leave the good stuff out.
I know, right?
We don't have time for
Nobody
the good stuff.
wants the good news. It's not even good. It's impressive. And I actually can just say it with the title, and I'd be like, wow, that's impressive. Yeah, so soiled medical waste led cops to this post-op recovery house.
Okay.
And this is in Miami-Dade, and I love they said copious amounts of adult diapers, soiled, absorbent pads, bandages, bed pads were improperly disposed outside of a home, and that led police to bust this unlicensed post-operative surgery recovery house. They arrested Tracy Strader, and they charged her with all kinds of felonies, by the way, and a few misdemeanors. So according to the arrest report, she ran an illegal facility outside of her home, and she would take care of people who just, like I said, as post-op, just had surgery. A lot of it was cosmetic surgery, stuff like that. But she was taking all of the things she was utilizing, like I said, the diapers, blood, what covering blood, there's urine, all this stuff, and just like put them outside like her normal garbage. And so people were like, all right, this isn't normal. What's going on? And so they found out that that's exactly what she was running. They said unlicensed surgery recovery facilities are a serious problem in South Florida. Who would have thunk it, right? I didn't know that. They said that they described her, the home as very unsanitary conditions there. And as I mentioned, it was a lot of people who were staying there after recovering from cosmetic surgeries. Now it makes me go, all right, I've had my breasts done, right? I've had that years ago. You go home after the fact. You sit in the hospital for a little while, you go home. So I feel like these are like procedures that are being done in somebody else's house, and then we're like, all right, this is where you're going to go for your post-op to recover. What doctor sends somebody to a house to recover for cosmetic surgery? Like, I feel like there's a whole thing going on here.
Oh, I'm sure, but I'm sure there are places where they can charge an additional fee. Hey, after you get your surgery, you can go here. Or there are places where they let you bring a nurse home, and you have to pay for that. I know a lot of plastic surgeries when they have that.
That's interesting.
To take care of you for 24 hours.
And unless I missed something there, I mean, I'm sure plenty of people to go to others that, sort of pretend to be doctors because they don't have money.
Yeah.
And they
probably less expensive.
I have a friend that'll take care of you as you recover, or
and I know
illegal gunshot wounds and things like that.
And I know post-op care, believe me, I understand that it is a thing, but I thought it was for something more major. I never really heard of cosmetic surgery.
I have, and I've seen it.
Post-op facilities.
Mm-hmm. But I also seen where they say you can hire a nurse through our office that will stay with you for 12 hours or 24, whatever you need. And it's up to the individual, like you said. But this is terrible.
Exactly. I mean, there had to have been some kind of referral to this place, right, for people to find out about this. But who knows? Who knows? And then, yes, I will just end it with just the title of this and the guy's name, because kudos to him. David Kilgore from Palm Bay, 31 years old. Well, he ran 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days.
Amazing.
Right? Busy dude. And I don't even want to say ran. Won, too.
He won all 7?
He won them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Give that guy a macaroni. My God. 777.
There
Wow.
you go.
I can't even believe it. And what is it, 25 miles each marathon?
26.2 miles.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't do it out of my car. That is amazing. Hats off to him.
Elbow, fettuccine, what do you think?
Bow tie is my favorite.
Bow tie? Yeah.
I like bow tie.
Bow tie macaroni, yeah.
Farrell?
I always mess it up. Farfalle.
Actual name of it is?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, Farfalle.
Bonus, Sarah. That's
Whatever.
Yeah,
it is the Penthouse.
That's what we call a bow tie.
What's your favorite fettuccine? Pasta. Give me Botox. We'll be back in a few minutes.
What? Botox.
Bow tie. Botox.
Nice. All right.
I'm going to tell you what the average couple is going to spend on the day of love. We'll be back. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory. Charlie, you say you have information on our big boss, Keith Kennedy, that he has a tie to Jeffrey's amateur wrestling events.
He used to announce these wrestling shows.
No.
Wait a second.
No.
That's how they met.
Keith Kennedy was an announcer.
At like backyards and stuff. Introducing people like Jeffrey.
I thought I couldn't think any less of Keith Kennedy. Now we hit a new rock bottom. You gotta be kidding me.
Rover's Morning Glory. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
We've all felt the impact of rising food prices. For families in poverty, they're facing malnutrition and even death. You can feed a family for a month with your $50 donation to Compassion International. Just text the word radio to 97646.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job.
His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
This Valentine's Day, send your sweetheart the gift that shines above all others. Name a star after them. I'm Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, we will name a star after your sweetheart and send a beautiful gift package. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com for this year's hottest Valentine's Day gift. This Valentine's Day, send your sweetheart the gift that shines above all others. Name a star after them. I'm Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, we will name a star after your sweetheart and send a beautiful gift package. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com for this year's hottest Valentine's Day gift.
Morgan & Morgan. Dial pound 529 on your cell phone. Pound law, that's all.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Score big with the big game experience at Duffy Sports Grill. Starting at only $25, guaranteed front row seat for the big game. Includes a $10 coupon for your next visit, complimentary welcome drink with stadium snack, souvenir game day tickets, official Duffy swag, and one lucky guest who reserves their seat ahead will automatically register for a chance to win an autographed Miami Dolphins football signed by Tyreek Hill at every Duffy's location. Hurry, limited availability.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy's Sports Grill.
Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hey, it's the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a baller, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Accident southbound 95 north of Linton Boulevard. A little bit slow in the area. Plastic in the roadway, southbound 95. And this is just north of Yamato Road. Elsewhere, not seeing any major tie-ups. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
On the Exorcist Files podcast, a leading exorcist and demonologist shares of disturbing and vicious cases of possession. For the last 2 decades, Father Carlos Martins has encountered evil in nearly every way imaginable.
What Hollywood portrayed in The Exorcist with levitations, vomiting, spitting.
Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on National Pizza Day, so get a slice and enjoy yourself. Pizza slice always put a smile on your face. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And, of course, good morning, Francis.
Hey.
And I believe we have somebody on the telephone.
Yeah, we do. We got our buddy Manny checking in with us. Hey, Manny, welcome to the Penthouse. Happy birthday, buddy.
Oh, thanks a lot, Greek. How you guys doing today?
That was Jimmy wishing you a happy birthday, but happy birthday, Manny. Is today your actual birthday?
Yes, sir.
Aw, happy birthday.
You're back in Florida now, correct?
Thanks. Yeah, I've been here since like December.
Great. What are you doing? You doing anything special for your birthday? You want me to give you a lap dance? What are you doing?
Yes. And I'm about to grab me a slice.
You got a slice of pizza? All right, good. Where do you like to get pizza?
Yeah. There's a place like in the neighborhood where I live, but I work mostly on Palm Beach Island, and there's a place out here that's got some pretty good pizza, nice slices.
All right, great. You want to mention the place or no? You don't know the name?
I know Amici's.
Amici's? Okay.
I've heard of Amici's.
So have I.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, the food's awesome in here.
Is Amici's, is that coal-fired? Do you know?
No,
It's not.
it's a market. It's like a deli store. Yeah.
All right. Who do you like in the Super Bowl, buddy?
I like the Eagles.
Good. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Big blowout?
You know what? It's like neither of my teams are in it, so I just want to see a good game.
All right. Since the last time we talked to you, are you married?
No, not yet. Why? What's up?
I know a guy.
He's got somebody for you.
I know a guy sitting right over here.
I thought you were interested, Creek.
Nah, Manny, you're a nice guy, and I like you, and I don't know. Let's keep it platonic.
He's a hard worker.
Yeah, hard worker.
He's a hard worker.
I don't like you on those roofs. I get worried you could fall and they come home with a bad note or something like that.
A bad note?
Yeah, you're like a bill.
Interesting.
What else you been up to, brother?
Nothing, just working basically, man. I'm getting too old to be staying out too late and partying.
Oh, how old are you, if you don't mind us asking? If you want to tell us.
43.
How much?
43.
Oh, my God, you're a baby. God, you look like you're 25.
It's the same wine you use on me all the time. Now it doesn't feel special.
You look like you're 25 in a snowstorm.
What are you putting salt on over there?
Well, Manny, we do appreciate you, brother. I'm glad it's your birthday. Enjoy. Do something nice with somebody in your life, or just do something nice for yourself and celebrate the day, because it is a celebration when it's your birthday.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm going to try to go see you guys tomorrow at Del Rey.
All right, great. Come on down. Be great. I'll have a cigar with you. All right?
Awesome. All right, you guys have a great day. Peace.
All right, happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
pal.
What a nice guy on his birthday. 43. My God, he looks like he's 35. It is the Penthouse. 40? It is. We are live always for you 10 to 2. Always appreciate you guys listening. We're going to come back with a trifecta. But don't forget, at 11:45, you got a chance to win tickets to Fall Out Boy. What? We'll be back. Peace.
Be like the smart kids, like the summa cum laude of your workplace.
What?
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's a Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's big weekend. New Orleans-inspired entertainment. Mardi Gras comes to Monroe's big contest. Lady with the most beads wins $250. And Sunday is the big game and the watch party. Where would you rather watch the game than with beautiful ladies, great entertainment, and great food? It's the big game and it's the watch parties. It's at Monroe's, February 12th. It's a big weekend. There's only one place to be, baby. Monroe's. Pace.
Attention Florida homeowners. The MySafe Florida Home Program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with little tips for a healthier planet. When dining out or shopping at the grocery store, ask for sustainable seafood. By choosing sustainable seafood, you can help reduce overfishing, bycatch, loss of top predators, illegal fishing, and other harmful environmental impacts. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth. iHeartRadio Earth is here with little tips for a healthier planet. October is Energy Awareness Month and a good time to assess your home to make sure you're ready for the season's cooler temperatures. Keep your window shades open on sun-facing windows during the day to get free solar heat, and close them after dark to add a little extra insulation. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
What the Florida is sponsored by Superior Street Golf Carts.
If you've been thinking about doing laser hair removal, I am telling you, quit thinking about it and just do it. With the best in the biz, that's Begin a New Med Spa. This is Jupiter's premier luxury med spa. Hey, this is Franny, and I'm kicking myself in the behind that it took me so long to do this. I'm over halfway through my laser hair removal treatments with Begin a New's medical professional, Regan, and my skin is already noticeably smoother and so much more hair-free. Now, this is not all that Begin a New offers. Feeling drab, not sleeping well, and no energy? Ask them about their Optimal Wellness Program. Wanting to lose weight? Then the game-changing semaglutide may be perfect for you. Begin a New also offers testosterone replacement therapy, body sculpting, and Botox. You can check out all they have to offer, plus their February specials at beginanewmed.com. And when you book that appointment, let them know that Franny sent you. That's beginanewmed.com.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
95 is looking good now, accident-free from Boca to Jupiter, according to the Florida Highway Patrol in the West Palm area. Right up to speed on the Belvedere curve. On the Turnpike southbound, ladder in the roadway. This right by Glades Road. I'm Joel.
Your way at Walgreens. Exclusions may apply.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Greek. The pizza place is two cheese, like part of my last name, not two cheese, like I'm sure you think it is.
Yo, Greek, it's Anthony. I'm working right now. I can't call in. I know you love the Heat, and you guys really dodged the bullet yesterday by not getting Westbrook. Because if he would have came to Miami, you might as well close the door, shut the lights off, because they ain't doing nothing in the East if he would have came down here. Yesterday you said the Mavs lost. No, they won and they covered. They were getting 6.5, but they blew them out. And go Eagles. Love you. Bye.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
First of all, Anthony, you start off the conversation with "you can't call," and you call.
Why do you think I played it?
So, screw you and the Eagles. It is the Greek. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And it's Francis.
Hello.
Francis. Woo, 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 woo.
Nutmeg is excited.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I can't. Oh, my God. And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Oh, man. No. DraftKings is reporting that 21% of people, which is a high amount, are betting on the exact score of the Super Bowl. And people think it's going to be 37 to 34. And Eagles win by 3. But this opened up at 250 to 1. But because so many people are betting on it, it's dropped to 80 to 1. That still is a ton of money. I mean, it's even worth $100 at 80 to 1. That's still a nice payoff. Obviously, I don't want to see the Eagles win 37-34. Rather see the Chiefs with that score. But that's what 21% of people think. Lawrence Taylor had a podcast yesterday. It was on a podcast, And it was Super Bowl week, so they're all out there, all the ex-pros, NFL guys talking about different things. And he said the real GOAT is Joe Montana. Doesn't think that Brady is the GOAT because he's had so much help. The rules have changed, and the game is just a different game. And Joe Montana didn't have somebody talking to him in his ear, giving him plays. Again, I'm not surprised LT said that. LT did look good. I did watch this podcast, and Ashley Moss was hosting it, a girl I used to work with down in Miami, and I'm happy for her also. But LT, I didn't think he was going to say Brady. I just didn't. And there was a blockbuster trade last night. Kevin Durant is on the Phoenix Suns. My God, everything's in Phoenix this weekend. I mean, the Super Bowl, Kevin Durant, and Waste Management golf tournament. You want to talk about getting smacked? That's a tournament where the fans go crazy drinking on the, I forget what hole it is, but they just go nuts. Last year was that crazy scene with all the beer bottles.
Oh, yeah. That's an annual tradition. Yeah, my brother watches it faithfully. And last year when that happened, I asked him, and he goes, yeah, that's normal. That's what they do. You know, it's just the way they react. Something about that hole, it's just a tradition.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's like, because I remember you saying that, but it's like what we have here, just not to that extent, right? I mean, when you go to the Bear Trap at the Honda Classic, it's a party.
No,
that one is insane.
Yeah, it's been going on for years.
But the throwing of the cans or the bottles, that's some sort of weird tradition that they do there. I mean, I'm not condoning it if it's bad, if somebody's getting hit in the head. I mean, obviously you don't want that to happen. No. That's just what he told me.
I said the SWA because I'm thinking here, but it's the Waste Management, right? Is that what it is? The Waste Management Open?
And that behavior has made that actual tour and golf event famous more than the actual golf event.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is
what
weird.
they're known for.
Yeah, you're right. And so that's this weekend also. So, man, you got Kevin Durant, the Super Bowl.
Nuts.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine parties this weekend in Arizona? Yeah, and it did help golf. I don't, purists would say no.
Man, if I lived out there, I would be Airbnb in my house big time. Between all those events, you know how much money you can make?
Yeah. You can crush it.
I mean, obviously, I'm just saying, because even here at the Honda Classic, people do it all the time. And they make like 2 or 3, months of their mortgage in a week.
No, they used to always ask us, the PGA people. I mean, my dad didn't want to do it, obviously. But, even if you leave for a week or 2, and you'll get it.
Sure, go on vacation,
Yes.
and go enjoy yourself that week and let somebody, you can have your vacation paid for and then some.
Yeah. But, yeah, that is, I would like to, I love the Honda Classic, obviously, because we're there with Tito's and it's fun and everything like that. I'm not a big golfer or golf fan, but I would go to the Waste Management thing just to witness that and see the people. And it's a very young demo. That's another thing. It's a lot younger than traditional golf tournaments, but those kids go crazy. And wow, that's going to be great Sunday afternoon. I can only imagine with that in the Super Bowl right around the corner. And that is your mid-lunch trifecta. So the day of love is Tuesday. And what do you think the average person, they're saying in this last survey, will spend on their significant other? Average.
$280.
Very good guess. Francis?
You told me during the break.
I know, I'm trying to make you look smart.
Oh, wow.
Trying to make you look smart.
I'm out of this one. I know the answer.
No, just say it. I'm like, oh, my God.
Go ahead. You look smart.
Well, I'm asking. I can't look any better than I did. I'll say, you have a misspeak 187? $187. That's what the
Really?
average.
That's it?
So they're saying the average. Now, this one survey I saw.
Because we talked about
there's different ones.
Because we talked about one last week, and it was like $400. And I was like, wow. Yeah.
187 was the one that I saw.
Okay.
The average person will spend. And that could probably be dinner and flowers or chocolate, which is another big thing.
It could be dinner alone.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah,
dinner.
really.
Absolutely.
It could be anything. It could be a combination of stuff. So if you're planning. Now, I do think if you got stones and you want to really get a lot of points with your girl your girl, take her out Sunday night early. I know the Super Bowl is 6:30, but it's a good night to go out because nobody's going to be out. I think everybody's going to be watching the Super Bowl. And maybe you miss the first quarter and you score points all around.
Yeah, I mean, it falls on a Tuesday, so it may not even be super busy. Even Monday's not a bad day if you want to go on a Monday.
Yeah.
Mondays are typically slow.
Sure. I think they'll be crowded, both nights.
2027 is going to be the year.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the year it'll be actually on the Super Bowl.
Oh,
so
wow.
the same day. The Super Bowl will be on the 14th. So that'll be the year that book reservations now
Right?
for that. And then make sure you book it for like 5 o'clock so that you're home by 6:20.
Yeah, you're right. That's
You may want to go earlier than that if you don't want to take your chances. You may. But speaking of Valentine's Day, this is one thing that people are talking about that, hey, I'd be pretty cool if somebody gave me this for Valentine's Day. It looks like a lot of Americans plan to use or either give cannabis for Valentine's Day.
In a red bow?
Yes, in a red bow. It's going to be chocolate-covered weed. No, so they said that they would be happy. And, of course, this survey was done with adults over 21 years old.
Chocolate covered weed.
I mean,
That's our topic.
I don't know if they do chocolate-covered weed, but the edibles, right? You could do chocolates. But 37% said they'd be happy to get cannabis as a gift for Valentine's Day. So a lot of people are going to be giving or using pot with their partner for Valentine's Day. 19 million adults will be skipping the alcohol and using cannabis instead. So no champagne or vino, and instead let's puff on this. Yeah.
Get that drop. Let me ask you, ballpark. I have no knowledge.
Puff on this.
I love you. You can do 3 things at once.
11:43.
Ballpark. What
Puff?
is an average amount that you would purchase? Like, say, because I don't know, $50, $25, $100.
It depends on what you're getting. Are you getting edibles? Are you buying flour? Are you buying oils? Are you buying tinctures?
All right, to keep it simple,
there's so many different.
what kind of ham you want? Spice ham, this ham?
No, it's just so many people do.
What could get you blown out? How much? $100?
Get you blown out. G-Man, that's such a wide variety. There's some people who takes them a lot to get blown out. There's some people who takes them very little. It just depends on your tolerance. It depends on what you're smoking.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out for people who don't know and maybe are going for the first time to buy something.
I don't work at a dispensary. I'm not the one.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not the one to ask.
All right, if you know, give us a call. 877.
How much does it cost to get blown out? Is what he wants to know.
Well, I'm just saying, like roses, bring 12. So, you bring a dozen. Here you go. For this, I don't know what the
Bring
amount.
a dozen joints.
There you go.
Put them in a little bouquet.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, what do you get for a dime bag these days?
I know. And that's the thing. Like, they don't say dime bag.
Back in the day, right? In a silly way they used to call it.
Uh-huh.
What'd you get? Was it a buck a joint? Sort of back in our day.
Yeah,
sort of.
Probably, yeah.
Something like that.
Reasonable.
Yeah, well, I'm getting back to that, and that was. I think that was the cheap stuff. I don't know. I'm not a
now
marijuana
these
guy.
days
I would have
there's
better off doing drugs.
Nowadays,
Should have.
yeah, you don't find much weed with stems or seeds in it like you did back when you were a kid.
Yeah,
either.
true.
All right,
But nowadays it's just it's a completely different
It's
game.
insane. It's insane
the
how
way
many
they-
strains there are out there. Yeah, it really is nutty. And like I said, a lot of people like to consume it different ways. Smoking by flower, that's actually like bud itself. Or they have a lot of people who vape it, who'd rather do that. It's just, and some people rather put it in an edible and eat it.
Now, I'm sorry, the medical side of it. Can you smoke it, or does it have to be an edible?
No, you can smoke it.
You can smoke.
Yep, they sell the flower and they sell pre-rolls too. Which so nowadays you can buy a pre-rolled joint.
Right.
is what you can do. Yeah,
it's interesting.
There's a job.
I'm rolling. You guys will be rolling to Fallout Boy if you pick up the phone right now. 877-927-6969. 877-927-6969. You can count on a couple things in this show. Great entertainment every day and a giveaway at 11:45. 877-927-6969. That is going to be July 24th at I Think Financial Amphitheater.
That's right. We got tickets to see Fallout Boy. We also have a $50 gift card to Bonefish Grill. Hey, Sunday brunch is now on the menu at Bonefish Grill. Feast on the festive meal experience.
Or festive men. I like that.
Festive men. Yeah, there you go. Festive meal experience filled with new savory selections like the Fertitas and Grand Marnier French toast sticks that pair great with a collection of shareable sangria and margarita pitchers. How's that sound, Franny?
Yummy, yum.
Visit bonefishgrill.com for more details. But yeah, give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. We've got that $50 gift card to Bonefish Grill, plus a pair of tickets to Fallout Boy with special guest Bring Me the Horizon. Greek said it, July 24th, I Think Financial Amphitheater. We're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said. This game is super easy. I'm going to read you a quote, and you got to let us know whether Greek said it, whether Franny said it, or whether I said it. It's as simple as that. Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969.
Sweet. Yeah, Bonefish Grill is great. If you haven't been there in a while, they are known for their Bang Bang shrimp. That's like one of their signature appetizers.
Oh, that must be nice on a date. Want to go get some shrimp at a Bang Bang? What do you think? Tomorrow, we're going to be out for the big game in Delray. 2411 North Federal Highway. Stop by 10 to 2. We are going to be at a very cool place. If you want a golf cart, this is the place to go. New and used. I mean, they got them all custom. You could be a baller at your home or wherever you golf. And who doesn't want their own golf cart? What would you have if you had your own golf cart? Something special on there?
We do.
Oh, you do? That's right.
Yeah.
But do you have anything that says Francis or Matt?
No, it's more Matt has caned it up.
Caned it up?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, does he know the basketball team's doing good this year?
Yes.
All right. Is he a little fan of basketball?
Yeah, I mean, he's a fan of most Kane's sport, but he's more football.
Oh,
than
that
anything.
I know.
Yeah, but he watches basketball. He keeps up with it.
All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so tomorrow that's where we'll be, and it's for the big game. We got a surprise. I'm going to let you know when you get there. Somebody's going to walk away with something that'll make them smile. There could be an 8x10 of me getting out of my car. We don't know. We don't have many of those left, but that's tomorrow, 10 to 2.
We need to do a new photo shoot. I feel like you haven't done one in a long time. It's running out of those pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a more up-to-date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Those
don't
are
like.
from like 20 years ago, G-Man.
I know. I don't like to, touch things that look so good. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, it's not like you. You look good every day.
Superior. That's Superior Street Golf Carts in Delray Beach, 2411 North Federal Highway. Come and hang out with us. It'll be a good time.
Yes. And our buddy Sanchez will be there. He's a big ham. He'll want to get on the mic. You know how he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. All right, you guys ready to play a little game?
Yes.
All right, we have a pair of tickets to Fallout Boy and a $50 gift card to Bonefish Grill. And we're starting today's contest with Ed. Ed, welcome to the Penthouse.
Good morning, Penthouse.
Good morning, Ed. How are you, sir?
Wonderful.
How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Wow. Oh, since the mid-'90s.
Wow. That's
Nice.
a long run.
Got a good run going there. You big Fallout Boy fan, or you know somebody that is?
Yes, I know somebody that is.
All right.
Love the taker.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's see if we can get you set up with this pair, plus a $50 gift card to Bonefish Grill we're throwing in there. I'm going to read you a quote. Ed, Sorry, had to look it up. And you have to let us know whether Greek said it, whether Franny said it, or I said it. Okay, buddy?
Okay.
All right. Here is your quote. I'm yanking it. I'm yanking it. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I say that?
Oh, that sounds like Greek right there.
Sorry, that was Miss Francis.
Oh.
That's a big word for me to use.
Yanking it.
That's a big word for me to use.
I think
yanking it.
That was during the misspeak wheel, the Greek misspeak wheel, right?
That's right.
That was my turn.
Yep. We're spinning the wheel of Greek misspeaks. Sorry about that, Ed. Next up, we have Tiana. Tiana, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hello there. How are you?
We are good. How are you today?
Pretty good. Can't complain. Nobody would listen.
Yeah, they would. You have a beautiful name, by the way. Very nice. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Thank you very much. For a very long time. Very long.
Well, we appreciate you doing that. We are, you big Fall Out Boy fan? You know somebody that is?
Well, I have a 17-year-old daughter and nephew, so I think they will enjoy it a lot.
That sounds perfect. Let's see if we can get them hooked up. We're also throwing in a $50 gift card to Bonefish Grill. We're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said. I'm going to read you a quote, Tiana, and you have to let us know whether Greek said it, whether Franny said it, or I said it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Here is your quote. Every inch counts. Every inch counts. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I say that?
Oh, boy. I'm going to go Greek.
Sorry, that one was me.
Dang it.
Every inch counts.
Oh, sorry, Tiana.
All right. Sorry about that, Tiana. And next up, we have Kevin on the line. Kevin, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, Penthouse. How you doing?
We're doing great, Kevin. How are you?
Very well. Go Birds.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, sorry.
I hope you
through a
lose your
tunnel.
ass.
Sorry. I guess you. Hold on. Next up, we have. I'm kidding, Kevin.
How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
I'll take the W on Sunday instead.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, Kevin. Let's see if we can get you hooked up with the with these tickets to see Fall Out Boy and a $50 gift card to Bonefish Grill. I'm going to read you a quote, Kevin, and you got to let us know whether Greek said it, whether Franny said it, or whether I said it. Okay, bud?
Yes.
All right. Here is your quote. Don't get your D stuck on the pony. Don't get your D stuck on the pony. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I say that?
I'll say Greek.
That's right. Greek is the one that's telling you not to get your D stuck on a pony, and this is what that sounded like.
Don't get your D stuck on the pony.
Yeah, that's great advice right there. Nice job, Kevin. Now, if you would, I'm going to put you on hold. If you can hang tight for a couple minutes when we go to break, I'm going to come back on off air, get a little bit more info from you, and we'll get you set up with those tickets and that $50 gift card to Bonefish Grill. All right, buddy?
Awesome. Thank you.
Nice.
Enjoy.
That's
Go
how
Eagles.
you do it right there, kids.
Congratulations. And I have a couple of texts I want to get through. 47142 started off with Real Radio. Jimmy, we do have a request for Misspeak, actually.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Misspeak 57 for Super Bowl 57.
Oh, wow. That's that makes sense.
Yep.
All right.
So we'll get that ready. And then I have some prop bets that came through. A lot of them. So we can
pick them?
Yeah, definitely. All
right.
If you want to.
Whatever you want to do.
All right. Here we go. Greek Misspeak number 57.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
The biggest stories this summer in August and July in the NFL's 365 days a week.
Understanding and using a calendar correctly are important for many reasons.
But it is Monday. That's right. First week of the week.
What?
What exactly is a calendar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Forget it. I'd be expanding into the globe. Wow, that's great. Now, of course, I threw wrenches in the oil for him.
What?
For everybody who bet the over on Uber that I said at 510 for the weekend, you won. You guys lost.
Which is it?
Because again, you're a better team win 'em than you are off the field.
I don't know what any of that means, but I can't wait to find out.
I mean, honestly, I would look at her like, what are you smoking, NyQuil? Somebody shaking my wood.
Quit checking my wood!
Everybody. Everything happens every day.
In this lecture, I'm going to focus on the accomplishments of Copernicus and Galileo.
Everything happens every day.
Might have to do a rewind on that one. A lot of football in there. How ironic with 57.
How about that? Yeah, it is.
My God.
It is ironic.
Very simplistic.
Or maybe coincidental.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Just try to find the irony in there, Jimmy. All right, we got some prop bets. These are actually Greek prop bets I came in. Said prop bets you can make if you're watching the Super Bowl with Greek. Will Greek say Mingada during the game? That's one of the prop bets.
What's the over-under?
Right? Over-under how many curse words will Greek say? That's another prop bet you can have on there. Will Greek throw an inanimate object, such as a remote or furniture, during the game? Will Greek hit on a hot brunette during the game? Now, we have more here. This doesn't end.
Oh, wow.
The yes, plus 8,000.
More Greek prop bets. Will Greek mention having to get a sex change during the great game?
Already has.
Will Greek have lemon in his water during the game?
Yes.
Will Greek mention if he thinks any of the players are cute during the game?
Yes.
Obviously. And we have some more Greek prop bets. Will Greek get a lap dance on Super Bowl Sunday?
Probably.
Will Greek get laid after the Super Bowl?
It depends.
If so,
that depends on if the Eagles win or not.
If so, what's the lucky fella's name? Will Greek
Julio's getting a lot of pubs these days.
Will Greek wear Ferragamos or Gucci shoes? And what color blazer will Greek wear? Thank you, AJ, for all those prop bets. We definitely appreciate you.
We can make some money with this, Jimmy.
Yes,
I'm telling you, we can make some money with this. We got to give AJ a piece.
Here we go. Franny, what's the over-under on Gronk making the field goal at halftime?
Mm-hmm. What do you think? 50-50?
I'm going to say the no would be higher.
It's 25 yards. That's what he has to. That's the field
And he's
goal.
been practicing.
He has been practicing.
Yes.
He said that he's getting a little better, and it's $10 million for bettors.
He was only making like 1 out of 5 at best or something like that. I think we were reading about that the other day. And again, I really don't have a stake on that. I mean, he could very well make it.
I would think he will make it. 25 yards, yes.
You think it's fixed?
It might be. I don't know. know.
They got like an invisible string on it. They can pull it over.
Well, I think they want him to get it because, again, for bettors, they get $10 million. Now, the other thing is that when they're receiving this, I think it's during the game. So I think what they would anticipate is that most people who win are going to bet more. Because you can bet in the fourth quarter, you can bet the end of the game. Right. That's what I'm thinking. I think that's why it was such a good promotion. It's almost like a gift card. When I get a gift card,
You can bet at the end of the game?
You can bet during the game.
Yeah.
From the third quarter on, you can bet every single play. Every single ball.
Oh, okay. All right.
So if
but
you
I
know-
was talking about this specifically. Okay. I was talking about this halftime. That's how I got confused.
Well, he's going to kick it at halftime.
Yeah.
And then they're giving $10 million in free bets to players.
Got it. Okay. Sorry. I was confused about that. And then they wanted to end this text message with J-Lo's latest movie about the wedding. I believe it's Netflix. It's got Josh Duhamel in it. It's about something.
Shotgun
They
wedding?
said, damn, she still looks fine. And she does. I watched the movie. Yeah, that she's got one
Absolutely
of the,
incredible.
she's got one of the best backsides in Hollywood.
Works hard on it. There's no doubt about it.
Yes.
But,
They have really blown up over the Grammys last couple of days even more. It doesn't seem like it's going away. Ben and
We
her.
got to find the audio. So there's this girl on TikTok who claims that she was a seat filler, and she sat next to them, and she said it was actually kind of funny, the exchange between the two. It was not, she said that they were lovey-dovey. I'll see if I can find the audio and send it to you, Jimmy. But yeah, she said she was a seat filler next to him, and she was eavesdropping on their whole conversation.
She did say, I was going to just get into it. She said she was afraid to talk to him. She didn't want to say anything to Ben at all.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Because she said, she was like, what am I going to say to him? This is what I read. But she did say that she was saying to him, like, hey, you're a
meme right now.
Yeah.
J-Lo looked at it on her phone, and she was like, you're already a meme right now. Look at you, your face. And so they were laughing about it.
Yeah.
And then, his face never changed after the fact. But she said that, they were holding hands the whole time and everything was cute. And they were just kind of laughing at the fact that already in the middle of the Grammys weren't even over. He already was a meme about his face.
Yeah, because he looks so miserable. And he
The
looks
whole time he looked miserable.
He looked miserable. People were saying what, this again and stuff like that. But those seat fillers, that's a pretty good job. You just got to sit there and be quiet. And I'm sure they're instructed, too, not to say anything.
Oh, absolutely. Probably don't look at them. Don't talk to the celebrities.
I'm even surprised that she came out and, started speaking.
Everybody wants to be famous, even if it's for 15 minutes.
Sure.
She may never get a gig again doing that.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Well, once it's done, it probably doesn't as much matter, right?
Well, if you want the future.
But if she wants to do it again, they may not pick her for spilling the tea.
And I wonder if I did read this one. I can't remember if you bring your own clothes or they give you clothes.
I don't know.
To wear.
I'm not sure.
I want to think they give you clothes for some reason.
Yeah, maybe
we talked about this once before.
A while ago, yeah. It is the Penthouse on a...
Oh, there she is.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'll... No, it won't play. I'll have to get it in the other room.
No
so I
worries.
found it, but I can get it in the other room on break and we can play later.
All right, we'll be back with some fun facts and a lot more on a Thursday. It is the Penthouse. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a baller, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
If you have certain chronic conditions such as heart disease,
asthma,
diabetes, and you're 19 years of age or older,
52, 36,
42, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor about getting vaccinated.
With Prevnar 20.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. In all honesty, it's a very hard thing to do. The good news is, Tobacco Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco Free Florida's phone quit service at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW, you'll connect to a quit coach who will help you assess your addiction. You may also qualify for free nicotine patches or gum. So call us at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW to double your chances of success. No judgments, just help.
Spring training is almost here. Come see the World Series champion Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals as they prepare for the upcoming season. Spring training starts February 25th. For tickets, go to ballparkpalmbeaches.com. That's ballparkpalmbeaches.com. Let's play ball.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarded.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
All the radio stations you love, every playlist to match your mood, the podcasts that everyone's talking about. If it's on the iHeartRadio app, it's free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Attention, Florida homeowners. The MySafe Florida Home Program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, go to forthepeople.com to see cases just like yours. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine. 747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword BILLS at realradio921.com. That's BILLS. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Get ready for the big game, baby. Are you starting to feel a little juice? A little hyped up? I know I am. Going to be a big game. We're excited for it. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And of course, Francis is here.
Hey, what is up?
What is up? It's time for some facts of fun.
It's fun facts. Well, today is National Pizza Day. So let's do some fun facts about everybody's favorite food. Pizza.
I thought you were going to throw a curveball.
Yeah, little switcheroo. Hold on, let me grab my camera. All right. So the first pizza. When we think of pizza, we normally think Italiano, right? But actually, the origin of pizza comes from ancient times.
Asia?
Thought it was France.
When Greeks and Egyptians were cooking pizza like flatbreads.
Oh.
And they topped it with olives and spices. Mm-hmm. Then pizza evolved in Naples, Italy, when it was topped with tomatoes in the 18th century. The pizza crust has a technical term called cornicione. Cornicione. I don't know. The most expensive pizza. Italy has the most expensive pizza, which is priced at $12,000.
Nice.
So this is not an ordinary pizza because the dough is made perfectly by the chef in your home kitchen. This is interesting. Yeah, you read that right. The chef arrives at your kitchen and makes the pizza fresh at your home.
I got news for $22. He's staying the night.
Yeah. Maybe get him for the Super Bowl, Creek.
There you go. They said some of the ingredients include 3 types of caviar, lobster, Salento mountain oregano, mozzarella cheese, and grains of pink Australian sea salt from the Murray River. They also claim here in these facts, not only is today Pizza Day, February 9th, but there's a whole month dedicated to pizza, which is October. October is National Pizza Month, if you're not aware of that. Now, this article was written last year, so things have changed. Because it says the world's largest pizza, they said, was prepared by Don Vilonardi, Matteo Giannate, Andrea Manocchi, Matteo Nardi.
Your husband?
Marco Nardi, yep. And this was in Rome in 2012. The surface area of the pizza was 13,580 square feet. Now,
okay.
We just learned that in California, it was the New Yorker.
LA.
It was LA, which is weird because they were celebrating the New Yorker, right? We were like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah.
So Pizza Hut went with, and this happened last month, maybe a couple weeks ago.
About a month ago.
right.
I believe we did the story on it.
Yep, they went to the Los Angeles Convention Center, and they ended up breaking the world record for the world's biggest pizza at 13,990 square feet. So that is an update on that. The last one was 13,580. Next up on your pizza fun facts, pizza themed movie. The movie Pizza Man, released in 2011, is the only movie that is based on a pizza themed superhero. I don't even know if I've ever heard of Pizza Man. I feel like I have to go look this up.
Interesting.
They said the actor plays the role of a pizza delivery guy who acquires all the superpowers from eating a genetically modified tomato, and then he becomes a superhero.
Wow.
Wasn't Julia Roberts' first movie about pizza, too? She worked in a pizza place, Mystic Pizza or something like that?
Yeah. I don't know if it was her first movie, but yeah, she was definitely in that. Good call. Pepperoni, the most popular U.S. pizza topping. They said whether it's slightly smoky flavor or zesty heat, that does it for you. Americans annually consume about 251 million pounds of pepperoni. They also a pizza museum where the Eagles play, Philadelphia.
Boo! Boo, Philly.
Philadelphia has a pizza museum called Pizza Brain, home to the world's largest collection of pizza memorabilia. The museum has different varieties of pizza from different parts of the world. Guinness World Book of Records, certified the collection in 2011 as the world's largest collection of pizza-related items. So if pizza is your jam, maybe you want to go to Philly just to check that out. There is an annual Pizza Expo. I want to go to this. It's in Las Vegas. And this is the International Pizza Expo. It's one of the largest pizza shows in the world for pizzeria operators or owners, distributors, and food brokers. They said the only disappointment is that the expo is closed to the general public.
Well, then what the hell?
I guess they just want people who are in the restaurant business.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that's what it is, right?
Yeah, well, we got to
Selling
find
gas
somebody.
stoves.
No, I'm
you
sure.
know people. Let's find somebody who has a pizza place and be like, hey, can we go with you?
I'm sure.
And there you go with your pizza fun facts.
Great job, Francis. Today, take a slice on me and a lap dance. Pizza and a lap dance sounds like a perfect afternoon. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We have our good friend Sarah B checking in with us. Hey, Sarah, welcome to the Penthouse.
Why, thank you. So the main reason I called was to clarify my text, Franny.
Sorry, it just looked like a bunch of question marks, and I was like, I couldn't understand it.
No, and I totally understand. And I will say I did not use emojis, but at least I learned something else. You cannot use quotes, apparently,
got it.
in the text line.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I put words and song titles in quotes, and that I'm a grammatical Nazi. So.
All right. Well,
I figured you were sending the eggplant emoji over and over again.
I wasn't sure. It just made the text very jumbled. I wasn't understanding, but thank you for calling to clarify.
We're very efficient on this
No
show,
problem.
you know that.
So I will. So let me tell you what I was saying in it. So yes, you got the first part right. I was definitely saying I would definitely take the over because Whitney's national anthem was like 206 or 207.
Okay.
And
Right.
I feel that Chris Stapleton's is probably going to be longer, if not the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then Whitney's Brave was about 10 to 11 seconds. So
Damn.
on that one, I was saying I would take the over on that as well.
Okay.
And for Rihanna, I feel like Don't Stop the Music is more of a mid-performance song. because of the title, Don't Stop the Music.
Right. Sure.
So
yeah, keep it going.
And this is just me thinking, yeah, I feel like her S&M is going to be a better starter because it starts off with the na 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 come on, and I feel like that's a better starter.
All right.
Than Don't Stop the Music.
Yeah.
Okay, see,
you had me at S&M.
My pick, Sarah, for her starter, I think that she's going to open up with Umbrella because Jay-Z is Rock Nation. He's on that track. I think you have the thunder and the rain sound, and then he comes out and does his rap, and then Rihanna comes out because he's the one who's in charge of doing the acts for the NFL.
Holding an umbrella.
So that's what I think.
I think that's a very good pick as well because I was Umbrella was one of the ones I was thinking, and also it was a huge hit for her.
Yeah.
So I do also feel that that's very possible. I wasn't sure if S&M was on the list or not, but just thinking of her songs, that was the first one that came to my head because I play it for break music at the bar.
I think it is. I think I did see it on the list.
Cool.
Yeah, and also at the same time, S&M would also make a good in between song because of that start. Like once people start hearing that start, they'll know instantly what song it is. So I could see her easily blending it into the middle of the performance as well. So you never know.
How about What's My Name?
Umbrella's a good pick.
What's My Name's cool. That's another great hit that she had with Drake. If he's there, maybe he's a special guest and he comes out with her. That might be big because they
mid-performance song bringing him out.
Yeah. I mean, they don't know who she's going to bring out, but maybe not. Maybe the first song she's going to do by herself, obviously, but it's a thought. But it's amazing you could bet on that.
I'm hoping she brings Eminem out. I'm hoping she brings Eminem out because she's done a couple songs with him. She's done, I think, 2 or 3 maybe with him.
Yeah.
Love the Way You Lie, I think.
I would love to see Eminem.
Yeah, she's got some hot
that's
stuff.
That's the one I do at the bar.
Right. That was his album, but still, obviously, with her.
You do that song, Sarah?
Right.
Yeah, because the Monster's
I do
his.
the Eminem part,
right?
yes.
How do you do? Are you good at it? Is that one of the ones that you like to do?
Yes, I love doing it because I do it without looking at the screen.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
I know the Eminem part by heart. I don't. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I've started to do Eminem's "Love the Way You," not "Love the Way You Lie," but it also starts with "Lose Yourself." I started to do that one too.
Oh, I would like to see a video of that one day.
Beat drop, everyone. Yeah. Once the beat drops, everyone knows exactly what song it is.
So let me ask you, when you're doing your show and you're doing up there, can people give you tips while you're singing? Are they allowed to come up and give you, just a gratuity of here, I like this, or no?
Yes. So I am one of the few KJs at our bar that does not repeatedly tell people they can tip me, simply because we have a giant pickle jar with fluorescent green paper on it that says tips in front of the stage. And I feel that people can probably read. And then I also have a little sign with a QR code to all of my payment links. I have it in 2 spots in the front of the stage. So, yes, they absolutely can tip me. I'll mention that the bartenders need to be tipped and that the bowl operator needs to be tipped. But I never mention myself because I figure it's there. Like, there's no reason for me to say that.
Okay.
But...
But you were allowed to get tips. That was my question.
Works for tips, so I include myself in the bunch, but I don't. There are some KJs who are more like, come and see me if you want to jump the line, and I don't do that. Because I figure they'll come see me if they want to jump the line, whether I say it or not.
Okay, that's very interesting. All right, well, we appreciate the call. And who you think's going to win the Super Bowl?
I'm going to go with whichever team's wearing white, based on that stat you guys had.
Okay, so that would be the Chiefs.
I was going to say Kansas City, I think, is wearing whites, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Eagles are wearing green.
Okay, then I'm going to go Chiefs.
Yeah, the last 15 Super Bowls, the team that has worn white has won 13 of the last 15. Doesn't mean anything unless it happens again. If it doesn't happen, it's just a stat that goes out the window.
And it becomes 13 out of 16. That's
right.
all it means.
That's right. We hope it's 14 out of 16.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah, we love you. Thank you for always getting involved with the show and keeping us abreast of what's going on in your life.
Love you guys too. And hey, Greek, if you want me to come and make you a pizza, I will only charge you $20,000, not 22.
That's reasonable.
It sure is. I mean, that pizza looked delicious.
Yeah.
That you made, so.
I would have paid 21, Sarah. I would have paid 21. Negotiating 101. Never tell out a price. We love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I would have paid 21. It is the Penthouse. We'll come back with a lot more of this and some of that. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Here is someone who sent an email. Yo, Rover, no one on your show cries? Have everyone watch Hachi, A Dog's Tale on Netflix. 100% guarantee everyone will cry.
Oh, this is Richard Gere?
Oh.
He's a college professor who finds a dog.
What's he do
with that dog?
Hachi goes right up Richard Gere's ass hunting a gerbil.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a baller, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
It's fair time. The 64th Martin County Fair kicks off February 10th, featuring a Golden Buzzer winner from America's Got Talent Extreme, an opening night concert by another AGT music act, and new this year, the Hops and Hogs Beer Fest on opening night. A beer fest at the fair? Outstanding. Then grab some fair food and play some carnival games. The Martin County Fair, February 10th through 18th. Discounted tickets on sale now at martincountyfair.com.
Attention Florida homeowners. The MySafe Florida Home program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like, 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number? Not me. Nope. Oh no. He's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
And Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's Big Weekend. New Orleans-inspired entertainment. Mardi Gras comes to Monroe's. Big contest lady with the most beads wins $250. And Sunday is the big game and the watch party. Where would you rather watch the game than with beautiful ladies, great entertainment, and great food? It's the big game and it's the watch parties. It's at Monroe's, February 12th. It's a big weekend. There's only one place to be, baby. Monroe's. Peace.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
If you're on 95 right now, you're actually pretty fortunate because we don't have any accidents to tell you about on the interstate anywhere in Palm Beach County. Yeah, it gets busy in the South County area, but we're not seeing any big tie-ups. If you're driving in the southern Martin County area, there is a crash. It looks like you might have a lane or two blocked. This is southbound. It's a few miles south of Bridge Road. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
On the Exorcist Files podcast, a leading exorcist and demonologist shares stories of disturbing and vicious cases of possession. For the last 2 decades, Father Carlos Martins has encountered evil in nearly every way imaginable.
What Hollywood portrayed in The Exorcist with levitations,
Exorcist Files on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Many doubt, never sin. But here it is. The return to glory. Greek wins the bet and the crowd goes wild.
Franny, if this guy is good at doing Botox, people will follow him home and let him do it in his garage. Remember, there are women who will do that and use Fix-A-Flat for a butt lift.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, it is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Good afternoon. Getting ready for the big, big game. What do you like? Nachos? Ice cream? Let us know. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, and he's correct with that. I forgot. There are people who will probably follow that guy wherever he goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I thought. It is The Penthouse. We got somebody on hold, Jimmy?
We do. We have Sandra checking in with us. Sandra, welcome to The Penthouse.
Good afternoon, Penthouse.
Hi,
What's
Sandra.
happening, Sandra? Hello?
You guys were asking questions about weed. I used to manage a cannabis dispensary. Give me what you got.
Yes, Greek actually had the questions.
What is a good amount to get somebody blown out? Like, I know you bring 12 roses because Franny said some couples are giving each other marijuana. What is like an amount do you spend or whatever?
Yeah, like 12 pounds?
That might be a little bit much.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. All right.
Cross that out.
And you better have a lot of money, too.
But honestly, you can get an eighth of weed these days at the dispensary for $25.
Wow. That's expensive.
Spend $100 and you're going to set yourself up for a really good night, if you know what I'm saying.
Giggity.
I can't get a good night for $100 in Boca, that's for sure.
Well, that's true. I don't think you can do that in West Palm either.
$100. That's you're getting off cheap there.
Nice.
Maybe I should have went to marijuana instead of other things like gambling and shoes. That's not bad. Did you enjoy working there?
I did. I managed for about 2.5 years. I actually left nursing to go into cannabis and managed a dispensary in West Palm for about 2.5 years.
Oh, that's great. And where do you think this business is going? Just keep expanding, getting bigger and bigger for everybody?
Absolutely. When I got into it, I started doing my research to see what businesses withstood legalization in Colorado and California. And those are the business plans everybody should be putting together for Florida. Once it goes recreational in Florida, everybody should be ready.
You think that's going to happen anytime soon?
It's a little ways off, but, everybody should be prepared because so many businesses tie into cannabis, whether you're a photographer, a chef, an HVAC person, nursing, a lot of things tied to cannabis.
Now, when you work in a place like that, do they expect you, or is it allowed to, smoke or use any of the products while you're working, or would they prefer you not to?
A lot of my staff used while working. I didn't.
Okay.
Because I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Not with the amounts of money that come through and deposits and things like that. So I chose not to, but most of the staff did regularly.
Wow.
So you were management. But that's interesting because even working at a bar, right? A lot of time they're like, don't drink while you're on the job.
Yeah. So
and I know it's completely different effects. I do understand that. But Sandra, because we were talking about whether you think it's going to happen soon recreationally.
Oh, right.
I have noticed, because you're saying for states to be prepared for when it does, I have noticed a lot of dispensaries popping up. Even more so on North Lake, there's a few there. I know that Truly's been there for a while, but there's one on the right, and it used to be an old thrift store, and it's a huge space.
Okay.
It's turning into a dispensary. I mean, this place is massive. Went down a little bit. There's another one opening up. So they're popping up everywhere, and I wonder if that's with the thought that hopefully it's going to be recreationally available soon.
It is. Right now it's really a land grab. Trying to get as many stores open as they possibly can. We're repeating just like the McDonald's and the Burger King thing. The land grab and getting on as many corners as you can be on, and you can be the most convenient store with drive-thrus and pickups and delivery and things like that. So it's moving really fast.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't know where this is going to go. And 10 years ago, we never thought it'd be possible.
Even 10. I mean, you really, it started to happen out. And I think, was Colorado the first state, I think, that
like
legalized it recreationally and medicinal?
Exactly, and I've treated so many different cancer patients, and the results that people are getting are just incredible. It's allowing cancer patients to sleep. It's allowing them to eat. Allowing their body to rest and repair and get the nutrition that they need to while they're going through treatments. So it's doing great things. I actually worked with a mother and actually got to see a nonverbal autistic child begin speaking.
Wow.
That's amazing. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I've seen the effects firsthand, too, on
That's great.
A girlfriend of mine dealing with cancer, and it really is. It really is amazing. And I tell people who just think it's the devil's lettuce or drug, I'm like, just do your research.
Yeah, that's it. Well, we appreciate the call, and we hope we entertain you every day.
You do. Thank you so much. Go spend $100, and you're going to have a great night.
Wow. Probably the best offer I had all day.
Right.
Well, thank you very much, Sandra. Appreciate the insight on that topic. Have a great day.
It is the Penthouse on Thursday. I'm going to come back with a trifecta, and I'm going to tell you about a little bit of an issue. The Florida Panther mascot got in. My God, even it's not safe to be a mascot these days. We'll be back. Peace.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need.
Really?
Don't ask how. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's a Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
We'll find out tonight whether Zach Thomas gets his Hall call. The former Dolphins linebacker is a Pro Football Hall of Fame finalist for the 4th time. Panthers captain Sasha Barkov will be a game-time decision for tonight's showdown with the Sharks. Barkov injured his foot while blocking a shot on Monday night. And rosters for this year's World Baseball Classic will be unveiled tonight. 20 teams of big leaguers set to compete during next month's tournament. I'm Scott Davidson.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code SPORTS for a special offer when you sign up. That's code SPORTS. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by Stand Up to Cancer.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. Uh-oh. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
At Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, our mission is to fight to get you more. Because when you get injured at work or in a car accident, you will need more to move forward. We have more than 800 lawyers and thousands of support staff and more offices nationwide than any other injury law firm. So far, we have recovered more than $15 billion for our clients. But don't take our word for it. Check out any of our more than 28,000 five-star Google reviews from our clients. Injured? Don't wait. Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com right now. Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you more. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When you call America's largest injury firm, you get the backing of a national firm, along with a dedicated team from your community, handpicked by us. When you need a fighter, you need us. Call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Step back in time at the Florida Renaissance Festival. Now featuring 8 glorious weekends of unpredictable merriment and mayhem. With entertainment, food, and fun for the whole family. There are even adult beverages. The Florida Renaissance Festival celebrates a different and exciting theme each and every weekend in February and March at Quiet Waters Park and Deerfield Beach. Tickets available now at ren-fest.com. Sponsored in part by Comcast.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. With New South Windows, you don't have to sacrifice energy efficiency for storm protection. Our products are Energy Star rated and made with impact and non-impact options, giving you the best of both worlds.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts up to 30%. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a bowler, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Heading out along 95 in Palm Beach County without much of a hassle. Things looking good with a 15-minute ride southern to PGA. You do have a crash just inside Martin County. This is just a few miles north of Indiantown Road, southbound. You have a lane or two blocked there. It looks like a crash. Again, on the southbound side, this is a hit and run. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday. Welcome to the program. Welcome to Real Radio. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkie and then the Greek Zone. Getting ready with our handicappers calling in from all over the country, giving us some winners and some prop bets. So listen up. And then after that, it's Lex and Terry. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creaky Trifecta.
Now, in the game, there's many things you can bet on, and one of the things you're allowed to bet on is, where sports betting is legal, the final score. And it looks like the number one score that's coming out is Eagles 37 and Chiefs 34. DraftKings reported 21% of people are making this selection, and it went from 250 to 1 to 80 to 1. 80 to 1 is still a great payout. So if you like that, you think you know the score of the game, bet the exact score, and you got a chance to win some serious, serious cash. Big trade yesterday in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets are cleaning house. They better call Greek Moving and Storage because everybody's going. And Kevin Durant went last night to the Phoenix Suns. Huge trade for him out there. Now the Suns will be the favorite to win it all with him and Chris Paul and Booker. What a lineup they're going to have out there in Phoenix. Bad news for LeBron and the Lakers and probably the Warriors, but Phoenix is going to be almost unbeatable with that kind of lineup. And Lawrence Taylor was on a podcast yesterday. All the NFL greats are out in Arizona for the Super Bowl, and he said the GOAT to him is Joe Montana. The best ever. He said Brady had a lot of advantages Montana didn't have. A few to mention were all the new rules that help the receivers and the quarterbacks and the plays that the guys get in their headsets now in the helmet. So he said too many advantages, and if it was up to him, Montana is definitely the GOAT. And he says Tom Brady just sits back there. He doesn't know why teams don't blitz him all day long and make sure he knows that they're there. He said if he was playing, he'd be coming after him every single day, even if he had to tap him on the head to say, hey, you know what, Tom, I'm here. And that is your Greek's trifecta for lunchtime. Peace.
Well, today is National Pizza Day, and this is the most appropriate day to actually talk about this one. Franny, I don't know if I'm pretty sure you had this article as well. A dude in the United Kingdom that went on the pizza diet.
Yeah,
he did
the personal trainer.
Yeah, he did his own pizza diet. So a personal trainer in the United Kingdom named Ryan Mercer just finished a 30-day pizza diet where he ate it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for an entire month. And he somehow managed to lose 7.5 pounds. He ate other stuff too, like protein bars when he needed a snack and things like that. But every real meal, again, breakfast, lunch, and dinner was all pizza. He averaged 10 slices a day. Again, this was for an entire month. The pizzas were homemade, so it's a little bit healthier, right, than if you get it from a pizza parlor type thing. And he made them himself. And you can also see that, they weren't huge slices, right, or anything like that. Plus, you can see they were pretty small. Like I said, if you didn't catch it, he is a personal trainer. Franny mentioned that. So before he even started, the dude was already ripped. Oh, okay. Right? So he had six-pack abs. He's got shoulders, as wide as a Mack truck. Good, nice size arms. He's in pretty good shape, right? He's not The Rock, but, he's really, really fit. Also, he still managed to only have 2,000 calories a day, right? So again, it's not like, we have this idea that, just to kind of being a slob and eating pizza on the couch and playing video games type of thing. This dude's fit. He just happened to do this. He says he did it to show people you don't have to sacrifice your favorite foods in order to lose weight, which you can do, obviously, but you just don't overdo it. I don't think there's any surprise here when you find out the details like that. That's exactly what's going to happen. Apparently, he wants to do a burger diet now. Probably again, as long as you keep your calorie intake, down to 2,000 a day. Doesn't matter what you eat. You obviously want to have some good nutrition. Something Franny knows a lot more about. I'll let you elaborate on that because obviously, there's 2,000 calories that are good and bad. Right, but if you have natural cheeses and things like that he could put on this pizza, and
about losing weight, anyways. Like if that's you had to be in a calorie deficit, right? That means eat less than your body is like you want to burn more calories. You want to eat less than your body's burning. If I'm saying that correctly,
exactly.
But with this guy, it's only 2,000. You can eat 2,000 calories of crap and probably still lose weight, but internally you're not going to be okay, right? Like your LDL levels will be high, your cholesterol and all this stuff. You have to worry about things like that.
If you eat 2,000 calories of mac and cheese, you're going to get a it's not great for you.
It's not going to be as good for you in the long run, but you can still lose weight because that's what it means, eating less calories than you burn. So like in your body naturally, right? So let's say that you go to the gym and this guy probably works out all the time.
I was just going to ask you that. Is that the big ingredient though, that he is in good shape and works out?
Yeah.
Would you think that?
Well, 2,000 calories is probably normal for what he eats. But if you look at what he's eating, like he would make 2 pita style pizzas.
Okay, so
and that was it. And then he would do a large pizza, a large dough pizza, and he said an average would be like 10 slices of what he considered a day. But think about it when you're ordering from some of these more chain restaurants. A lot of them are very greasy, right?
Yep.
Like you're not, if you're making it at home, you're not adding all that extra stuff. It looked like he had I was looking at some of his pictures. It looked like he had like arugula and so he had a lot of really fresh ingredients on his pizza.
I saw like onions, like normal vegetables, even broccoli. I thought I saw. Again, it was the one picture I saw was a little grainy.
So don't be like, oh, cool, the guy did it, and then go to your favorite pizza chain and start ordering all this. Like, this guy did it by eating pizza every day.
But he also worked out and he's in great shape. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Already.
Yeah.
So his body is probably, has a faster metabolism, is already burning those calories anyways. But he did claim, he was like, pizza's my favorite food. So I wanted to try to see if I could do this, if I could make it happen. So he still enjoyed himself while he was doing it.
We said it over and over again. Everything is okay in moderation, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the other night there was a hockey game. Our Florida Panthers took on Tampa Bay, and the Panthers have a mascot. And there was a gentleman who was giving the mascot a pretty tough time. Now, at first, when people saw this, one of my buddies brought their attention. They thought it was like, a joke, like a gig, somebody messed around with it, but it wasn't. He kept pulling his sweater over the Panther's head and everything like that.
Yeah, I did post the video.
There's some audio.
You can watch it, realradio921.com/penthouse. So it is up there right now.
And it's just a fan and from Tampa Bay giving him a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel sorry for the mascot. The mascot doesn't do anything.
Well, by the way, when you said that, and I was like, all right, well, let me Google this video so I can post it. I didn't realize that the Florida Panthers had a rat mascot, too. His name is Victor E. Rat. So I guess it's like one of the side mascots besides the actual Panther. I don't know his name, but I was not aware that they had multiple mascots.
I wasn't either.
Because I'm looking at this and I'm watching the video. I'm like, that's not a Panther. I'm like, I was very confused.
I remember years ago when I've been to a game where they used to, when they were doing bad, they would throw rats out onto the ice. And I wonder if there's some take on that, right? At some point they changed it over to actually embrace it like it's a mascot now.
Yeah, the rubber rats.
Yeah. They would throw stuff on it. Or stuff rat. It doesn't matter what. But that was the idea behind it.
Yeah, I mean,
I have to assume it comes from that.
He shirted him. He took the shirt, put it over his head, and then he's like, and then he swung him over the railing, and he's yelling, "Go Bolts!"
Yeah,
and then
Panthers suck.
Yeah, he also turned to the ice and yelled to everybody, the players, "You still suck!"
Yeah.
So the guy was very lippy. Not only was he fighting. The guy, not only was he fighting the mascot, he was also yelling at the players.
Was this in Tampa or in Florida?
No, it was here. They're both in Florida, but
yeah, I know. I just
at FLA Live.
It was that.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say I didn't think the mascot
losing.
went on the road.
They got beat 7-1.
Yeah, Tampa was losing, and he's yelling at the Panthers, telling them that they suck and fighting one of their mascots.
Well, that's why he was super pissed.
A little bitter.
I wonder if he gets picked up for this, for assault.
Probably. I mean, this video is everywhere. There's multiple videos of people. Of course, you see this happen.
Yeah.
Take out your cell phone.
And they were saying a lot of people thought it was an act and just, they were just acting out, but they weren't. The guy was real. He was probably half smacked.
You would think it at first, right?
Yeah,
Because, I mean, how many times that happens, where they get a mascot to go up into the crowd and kind of pick a fight and have a little playful thing come out of it or something.
Yeah, you never think it's a real fight.
So something we haven't brought up yet, and somebody texted, and I did read about this yesterday at 47142. They were like, hey, did you hear about Michael Irvin getting kicked off the NFL Network, at least doing coverage for the Super Bowl, I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I guess he did something inappropriate for somebody, was it at a hotel?
Sunday night, he was at the hotel in Arizona where they're staying, and there was a woman who made a complaint against him for some of his, I guess, behavior. And the NFL Network has like zero tolerance at all. They said they're going to look into it, but they sent him home for the week. And that's it's a bad situation. Michael Irvin's had some problems off the field with other things through the past, but it's a shame because it's a biggest week of the year for the Super Bowl, and he's one of the lead guys for the NFL Network.
Yeah.
They've lost 2 in the last month. Willie McGinnis, who was in that big fight in L.A., that bar fight. He hasn't been on for since that fight, since the video came out. Yeah, then Michael Irvin, Michael Irvin says it was innocent. He knows the woman.
He's shocked by it. I guess it happened in the hotel lobby. It was a conversation that lasted less than a minute. He's like, honestly, I'm baffled with it all. This all happened in 45-second conversation in the lobby.
Yeah.
So of course he's denying it, but I guess at this point, if anybody makes a complaint, they just don't want anything
It's a shame
to do
for
with
him. Now, if
it's not true.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if it's not true, it's a shame for him because it's not good for his career, obviously.
Yeah, because they don't give you any details of what her complaint was.
I'm assuming.
Not yet. I'm sure it'll come out. There's
Yeah.
got to be an investigation, and they don't want a lot of it to leak out, especially right now. They don't want the bad pub that's going to come from it. We're supposed to be hyping up the Super Bowl, and that would obviously be a downer.
I mean, you would assume he had to try to make some advance. That's what I could only assume. And 45 seconds or a minute, whatever he says it is. Yeah, but they pulled him immediately as soon as this woman made the complaint. And I believe it was, the hotel he was staying out in Arizona. So, like you said, if he's innocent, it's a shame. If he's guilty, then, you reap what you sow. And he's had some other issues. Good guy. Had the pleasure of interviewing him, being on the locker room with us, really inviting me to his birthday party. So cool. All around. And
he really hasn't had any trouble in a while. I mean, that was back in his playing days, right? That he had trouble, or not long after that. I mean, it's not something recent anyway.
No, at the playing days, and I think there was 1 or 2 incidents after he got in the Hall of Fame. But I think he was cleared of those situations.
Right.
But in a lot of situations, it's he said, she said. You know what I mean? And, I guess their thought process is, I can only assume that, hey, we're not going to wait to investigate. If something comes in, you're done.
Well, if the NFL doesn't do it, or the network doesn't do anything about it, and she gets louder and louder because they don't do anything about it, well, then again, that's the negative distraction they don't want. So here, you're only upsetting Michael, so if we take him out and then we'll find out. And then again, like you say, if he really did something, then you reap what you sow. And if he didn't, well, it is a shame. And,
because he's getting pulled off this week. But they're also diffusing a balloon, which is good.
Yeah, exactly.
And like you said, they really can't go to her and, be like, hey, you can't talk to anybody else, because then she starts going, and then all of a sudden it blows up. But that's the story broke.
Well, especially if it's true. I mean,
48 hours. I mean, for what he's saying, and again, there's two sides. 45 seconds or a minute is what he's saying.
Yeah, but you can still say something in 5 seconds that's disturbing.
Yeah. Sure.
No, but I'm saying, I'm assuming in that length of time, he must have, if it's true, he must have tried to make some advance. What do you
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. You want to come up to my room? Want to get? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can even say
3 seconds. You can say something completely
it doesn't even have to be
inappropriate.
in
I get
advance.
it.
You could just be like, nice, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet ass. Whatever it is. Somebody could take it the wrong way. That's all.
All right, so be careful out there.
Yes, don't say nice tease or sweet ass unless you know the person, they won't file a complaint.
Yeah, they won't file a complaint. It is the Penthouse on Super Bowl week. A lot of hype, a lot of things going on. We're going to come back with some Florida stories. What do we got, Francis?
We have a guy who used a mallet as a weapon. We also have 2 medical facilities, one in Miami, one in Jupiter, that did not have license to be doing what they were doing. And we have, if I can get to it, we also have a Florida woman who crashed something into a school.
Uh-oh.
I'll let you know what
An eraser?
is. Yes, an eraser. Did a lot of damage. All the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice: continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number?
Not me.
Nope. Oh no. He's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
And Doug.
Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
This Valentine's Day, send your sweetheart the gift that shines above all others. Name a star after them. I'm Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, we will name a star after your sweetheart and send a beautiful gift package. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com for this year's hottest Valentine's Day gift. This Valentine's Day, send your sweetheart the gift that shines above all others. Name a star after them. I'm Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, we will name a star after your sweetheart and send a beautiful gift package. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com for this year's hottest Valentine's Day gift.
Attention Florida homeowners. The My Safe Florida Home program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
With people getting in shape for summer, I want to let them know my fitness center is more than treadmills and free weights. So I created a radio ad at iHeartAdBuilder.com to spread the word about our yoga and boot camp classes. Now, my business is as healthy as our members.
A custom radio ad from iHeartAdBuilder is the fast, affordable way to drive customers to your business. Put the power of radio to work for you. Get started now at iHeartAdBuilder.com.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with a new way to enjoy our beautiful planet. Reduce your impact on the environment this fall by packing a waste-free lunch for school or work. Avoid foods with excessive packaging. Use reusable cutlery, napkins, cups, bags, and containers. And recycle or compost any waste when possible. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarded.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
No one has the same taste as you.
You damn right.
From the music you love to the podcasts you can't live without. And only the iHeartRadio app has it all for free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
Wish you had the extra cash to transform your home into the palace of your dreams? You don't need this genie's help. Let Real Genius make your home renovation wishes come true. Just type in the magic words realgenius.com into your browser and get a personalized quote in seconds. With a Real Genius loan, you can access the equity in your home to pay for a new kitchen, a pool in your kitchen. They're your wishes. Do what you want. Real Genius helps people save on average $5,000 on lender's fees alone. Use that extra money for the most magical thing of all, to make your neighbors jealous. Turn your home improvement fantasy into a reality and visit realgenius.com or call 888-246-5906. That's 888-246-5906. Use promo code RGCARD and get a $500 Visa gift card after closing. Contact them for more details. Oh, they also have no closing cost options. Real Genius is the smarter way to mortgage. Real Genius LLC, NMLS 2389303. Real Genius is an equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval, not licensed in all states. Whew! Did it in one breath.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach Expressway is up to speed. We're looking good on 95 and the Turnpike. Road work causing delays Southern Boulevard East at Congress Avenue with 2 left lanes blocked. And make sure that you slow down for bicycles on your commute today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Think It Up. Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants .com. That's pay. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying yourself. Thanks so much for choosing us to make your day a little better. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, what's up?
And it is time for some stories about Florida.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, I'm sure if you were watching our local news last night and this morning, you probably saw this story. It is about the owner and employee of Aqua Laser Studio in Jupiter, Florida, being accused of practicing medicine without a license. Now, the owner is Donna Schumann. Jonathan Lopez Aramas was the employee who was working there. And from everybody who talked about him and the reviews and all the other people, except for this one ex-employee who turned him in, said that he was great. It was all great. Everything he did, procedures, the injections, all of it was awesome. Very happy with his work. But they probably were not aware that he was not a licensed medical professional. And they conducted a joint operation. This is a police in Jupiter with the Florida Department of Health. And they did end up arresting them. So I guess this employee tipped them and was like, listen, I worked next to them. I was there for about 50 of his procedures. They said, he would particularly, I think injections were his forte or the things that he would do. And she watched it happen, but she knew that he was not licensed to do this. And she even said that the owner of the business was present in the office acting as a medical assistant during her first injection that when she was there. So I'm guessing she's not a medical professional either, or just because of the fact that she let this happen and it was her place of business. So they said in the 2 months that the former employee worked there, she said she witnessed him work on a lot of patients. She also said that she would help get patients ready and be assistant in the room during the procedures. During her employment, the former employee told police that she never met or saw the doctor who the business was licensed under. Because a lot of places will do that.
Sure.
Yep. And according to the Department of Health, Lopez, they call him J-Lo, does not have the license for these injections, is not a registered nurse, is not a physician's assistant or a doctor. And I guess that they would give him the idea that he was.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
People wouldn't come if they knew that.
Yep. So they did get arrested because if you're not aware, you can't do that. But as somebody mentioned in the talkback, people may find him after the fact.
Sure, they won't care.
Jail.
That was my point. They just won't care. But I bet you the next month there's going to be a lot of people getting knocks on their door. Let me see your license after this, I'm sure.
Yeah. But that's what happened. An undercover agent actually posed as a patient.
and was accompanied by an undercover police detective, and that's how they ended up busting him. And next up, another facility who's a fraud, and this one is in Miami. Well, this one isn't one who was actually doing the procedures. This is a place that would take care of you after your procedures. So they ended up, cops were like, all right, something's really suspicious about this. So they were an unlicensed post-op recovery house in Miami-Dade owned by Tracy Strader. So this is I'm looking at the house. It looks like your normal residential neighborhood. I don't know if you can
practice.
Well, you do that in your house if there's any kind of certain
I would think it has to be commercial.
permit or sort of, I have no idea. But yeah, people were complaining, neighbors were complaining. They would go over there and it was disgusting. They're in their garbage and stuff like that. All kinds of medical stuff has to be disposed properly.
Yes.
There was
Biohazards.
Yeah, biohazards. They said there were soiled adult diapers, absorbent pads, bandages, bed pads. They said blood, urine. It was just disgusting. And it led the police to bust this unlicensed post-operative surgery recovery house. The place was listed in the state business records as as Elite Journey Wellness House. And so, of course, the address on file matched the address there. So at least she started an LLC.
She tried. We'll get it off the ground good, and then whatever happens, screw it.
What is it? She went to sunbiz.org, created an LLC on that. And they said that the facility, after finding substantial quantities of medical waste improperly disposed of in regular trash bags inside regular unsecured county trash bins instead of supposed to be. Police wrote the items were saturated with human fecal matter and all kinds of disgusting things. They said it was biological hazard to the well-being of and health of the public. And so they executed that search warrant. They went in, they did bust her and find out that she was unlicensed to be running that kind of business. And then, yes, we have a Florida woman who she had a blowtorch and she crashed her repurposed school bus. So she took a school bus and she made it to her home is what she did.
That's a very common thing these days.
Yes.
Very common.
It is. I have friends who have one and it's beautiful. They take it out every time they go to concerts and travel. They did such a nice job with it. But she decided to take it to Louisiana. So this Florida woman, she's going on a road trip. Her name's Natalie.
Let's go. Mardi Gras time.
Why not, right? Well, then she's kind of going a little crazy. So the pursuit happened around 6 a.m. Natalie walked into a gas station carrying a blowtorch and said she was looking for the local office of Department of Children and Family Services. And they were like, okay, well, what's a blowtorch for? Yeah. So deputies were called and they located because her bus was very easy to find. It was one of the big old buses and it had a bunch of graffiti on the side of it. She did some art. So they said it was easy to find. They ended up finding her in a Walmart parking lot. I have heard that's where you can go and put RVs up for free. Have you heard that before? At a Walmart parking lot?
Yeah, you said that once at a time.
If you ever need somewhere to stay and you can't find a campground, Walmart won't kick you out.
Mm-hmm.
So they located her bus there, and they were like, it was a very odd, colorful bus covered in graffiti, had a Virginia license plate. This is weird. Well, the woman refused to stop, and she led deputies down a chase through downtown. So she crashed into fences, all kinds of stuff, and then ended up going straight through a gate and crashed into a school, into St. Scholastica Academy. Luckily, nobody was in there at the time. Nobody was injured. They said there was no other occupants on board of the bus at the time of the crash, and she was taken into custody at the scene without incident and seized the blowtorch. They were like, let me have that, lady.
We're going to take that from you.
That's a hell of a weapon. Yes. So they think that she's been living in the bus for a while and that she may have just been in the area. They said a male believed to have been living in the bus with her was arrested last month on domestic abuse charges. So I guess they've seen that bus and they know about it, and it was the two of them. Yeah, so now they're both in jail. And the incident is under investigation and felony charges are pending.
Where's the bus?
I don't know, right?
Where's the bus?
Really?
I bet you could get a good deal. Right?
Yeah, right.
Probably.
That's going to be at auction soon.
There we go. Penthouse bus. Here it comes.
There you go. That's your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 105 and 1105. We're going to come back and we're going to find out what is the best seat on an airplane and the safest. We'll be back. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory. Here is someone who sent an email. Yo, Rover, no one on your show cries? Have everyone watch Hachi, A Dog's Tale on Netflix. 100% guarantee everyone will cry.
Oh, this is Richard Gere?
Oh.
He's a college professor who finds a dog.
What's he do with that dog? Hachi goes right up Richard Gere's ass, hunting a gerbil. Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it!
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets!
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
We could talk about how complicated other banks make it to redeem credit card rewards. Or we could talk about how with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
Attention Florida homeowners. The My Safe Florida Home program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Joint pain. It's something that can literally stop us in our tracks. At Florida Joint Pain Experts, we offer a revolutionary specialized course of treatment, perfected over 10 years, that can eliminate your pain. Our regenerative therapies actually repair damaged tissue, restoring the joint and eliminating the pain, not masking it with drugs or risky invasive surgery. If you suffer with joint pain, arthritis, age, degeneration, or a sports injury, and have been told you need knee, hip, shoulder, or back surgery, Florida Joint Pain Experts offers revolutionary revolutionary non-surgical solutions with actual regrowth of your own tissue with no downtime and long-lasting results. Call right now and set up your free examination with one of our highly specialized doctors at one of our 8 leading-edge clinics in Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami. Experience VIP medical care at its best. Call right now and see how you can get your first treatment free. Call 800-262-6117. That's 800-262-6117. 800-262-6117.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number?
Not me.
Nope. Oh no. He's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's big weekend. New Orleans-inspired entertainment. Mardi Gras comes to Monroe's. Big contest lady with the most beads wins $250. And Sunday is the big game and the watch party. Where would you rather watch the game than with beautiful ladies, great entertainment, and great food? It's the big game and it's the watch parties. It's at Monroe's, February 12th. It's a big weekend. There's only one place to be, baby. Monroe's. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $15 billion and won a lot. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. Lots of people hired us. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach Expressway is up to speed. We're looking good on 95 and the Turnpike. Road work causing delays Southern Boulevard East at Congress Avenue with the 2 left lanes blocked. And make sure that you slow down for bicycles on your commute today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Hiring is hard. Luckily, there's Indeed. The hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates from the same place. Just sponsor a job. You'll immediately get a short list of quality candidates on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit to get started.
On the Exorcist Files podcast, a leading exorcist and demonologist shares stories of disturbing and vicious cases of possession. For the last 2 decades, Father Carlos Martins has encountered evil in nearly every way imaginable.
What Hollywood portrayed in The Exorcist with levitation,
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday afternoon, National Pizza Day. So get a slice and put a smile on your face. Nobody's promised tomorrow, so get that pizza today. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey.
Now, a lot of times we always ask questions about airplanes. What's the best seat to get? What is the safest seat to get? And, you really don't know. I know Jimmy's got a story about it, and maybe it'll help you the next time you're going to book a flight, because I'm going up north in a couple weeks. I got to figure it out.
Apparently, there's some science behind it, and we'll get to that in a minute, because most people do book seats for comfort, right? So some people that can afford first class will get that, because you're not only, the comforts of first class, but of course you're near the front of the plane, so a lot of times it's easier to get on and off.
Sure.
Being up the front, or some people pick a row because you get more leg room, especially for tall people. Frequent flyers might book their seats as close as possible to a restroom for obvious reasons as well, but rarely do we book a certain seat for safety, or at least I don't think a lot of people think about that. Maybe we should start thinking about it. If that is something that you want to consider, then get one of the middle seats in the very last row, because these seats are statistically the safest on an airplane. As a reminder, air travel is the safest mode of transportation. In 2019, there were just under 70 million flights globally, with only 287 fatalities. Now, I know you always hear a number like that, right? So it seems like a lot, right? According to the United States National Safety Council analysis of census data, the odds of dying in an airplane are about 1 in 205,000, compared with 1 in 102 in a car. Even so, we pay little attention to the fatal road accidents because they happen so often. So, obviously, if the more often it happens, it's less newsworthy. You don't see it on the news, or at least it doesn't get boasted as much, especially since if it's a car or a couple cars, you know.
It's not uncommon.
The numbers are low versus an aircraft where there's usually a bunch of souls on board. A Time investigation looked at 35 years of aircraft accident data found that the middle rear seats of an aircraft had the lowest fatality rate of 28% compared with 44% of the middle aisle seats. This logically makes sense too. Sitting next to an exit row will also provide you with the fastest exit in case of an emergency. Granted, there are no fire. There's no fire on that side, but the wings on a plane store fuel, so that this disqualifies the middle exit rows that are in like the middle of the plane where the exit rows are. So that's why they sort of disqualify that, and they say the rear ones are better because typically you're away from the fuel of the aircraft, so fire isn't as much of a problem there. So that's what they're saying. I always kind of laughed at it. There was more in this article, and believe it or not, they actually brought it up that part of the other reason is it's in the back, and like if you hit a mountain, the front hits first.
Wow.
I mean, that used to be a dad joke years ago, right? You know, but they actually take that into consideration. Or if an aircraft goes into the water, typically they go nose down first. So for some reason, they consider that the safest in the back. I don't know. This is supposed to be statistics that are real, not just some made up story.
But then you watch the movies where the back end gets cut off and everybody starts flying out, gets sucked out of the plane.
Yeah, exactly.
So the moral of the story is to sit in the back of the plane.
The last row in the middle seat.
Okay.
Apparently, that statistically has the least amount of fatalities.
I wonder after this study, because it's just released because I saw it too, I wonder if we're going to start noticing when you try to book a flight.
Well, the good thing is
that those back middle row seat or middle seats are going to be just the first ones that are snatched up.
Nope. I doubt it. Because I don't think people will take that into consideration.
Yeah,
you know?
the safety.
I mean, the way
it's very rare it doesn't happen often. Like you said, it's still the safest form of transportation.
There's a lot of math involved to get to where this is, but they probably just, all right, you know, here is the amount, right? I mean, it can be simple as that, but I mean, honestly, if it goes down, it goes down. I hate to say it. I mean, that sounds very morbid.
No,
you know?
but
it doesn't matter. If it goes down, you're dead. I don't care where you're sitting.
That's the way I've always looked at it. If this thing goes down, that's it. I just, okay.
You're the one person, actually, the two people surviving are the ones in the back middle seats. That's it. The rest are dead all around you.
I mean, the moral of the story is it might take you a little bit longer to get off the plane, but at least you're getting off the plane. That's a good way to look at it. It might take you a little bit longer because that could be a hassle when you sit in the back of a plane. It could take 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get off a plane.
Oh, yeah.
And people go nuts.
I don't even stand. I see so many people do it every single time.
Yep.
I know you two both as well. I'm sure everybody out there is looking at their radio, nodding, going, yep, that's right. That's what happens. As soon as it pulls up to the gate and everybody stands up.
Even when they tell you not to.
Most people stand up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even during, post-pandemic, like freshly after I got on a flight to go see my sister, and they had rules in place. And it was sit your ass down until we tell you not to.
Yeah, it's pretty
and
simple.
We're going to let you out by sections.
Yeah.
And they made the announcement multiple times.
And people stood
no, there's probably a handful right here of how many people actually paid attention to what they said.
And stayed seated
and waited.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere. That's what the amazing thing is.
But to me,
wait.
But just the lack of respect and just not paying attention to what, to me, I was so bothered by it.
Yeah, they don't care. People don't care. And then the other thing is when you're getting off, actually, you got to let somebody in front of you. Then you get off. You see a lot of people just shoot in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if there's a lady in front of you or a child, let them go forward. Maybe you can help with their luggage.
Yeah.
You know, do the right thing. But no, people just shoot right out.
Mm-hmm.
Never seeing them again. Kiss my ass.
Yep. And a lot of times, if I can, because I enjoy the window seat, I enjoy to look out when we're in flight. So a lot of times when you're on the inside like that, again, not only are there other rows and everything in front of you, but two people next to you have to get out first anyway. So
you
what's
can't
the
go
point?
anywhere.
What's the point?
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But everybody, that is a good bet. If you want to bet an under-over of how many people stand up when they get to the gate,
Now, here's one of those things, though. You can always come up with this list of things that can be improved in life. There is one thing that can be improved in life if they could.
Mm-hmm.
You know, find better ways to get people on and off of an aircraft. Because, I mean, it does take a long time.
Oh, if you're sitting in the back, it could be 25 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It
Easily.
easily. And if there's kids involved or, people that have to use wheelchairs to get off.
Yeah, and they got to pry their carry-ons out because they're really too big. They never should have brought them on. They should have checked them in, but they bring them in anyway.
I love when people are just stuffing it in there.
Yeah. And they're jamming the door down and they punch it in further. That they may now, and I don't know how much you guys have traveled. I think they do kind of keep an eye on that a little bit better, don't they?
They do. They
With
had
the
that little thing.
carry-ons.
They had that little thing where you have to put your bag if they think it's too big. If,
Right.
if it doesn't fit in here, then
He's also talking about like when people get on a plane late and they got to stick it in there and they try to.
And then there's there's no room for
you
it,
can't do it, and they won't take off if anything's up. You know, what I mean, if any of the those doors are up, they
nowadays they're a bit more on top of it. Like they'll say that it looks like it's full, so if you would like to volunteer to check your carry-on in, and they'll do it for you. I've done that before. Then you don't have to worry about carrying it off and on the plane, and
Which
it's
is
just
good.
It saves room for people. But that most flights I've been in recently, they have that option.
Which is
even
good.
before the plane is fully board, they realize that it's going to be jammed.
They'll throw it down to the guy below
Yes,
or the gal
exactly.
below, and they'll store it under with the rest of it.
Yep.
And
they'll put a
at
little
least-
tag on and everything. So.
And the nice thing about that is you don't. I would assume at that point you don't get charged.
No,
you
not
know,
at all.
for the ones that
Nope.
do charge for
Yeah.
anything stowed.
No, because they're asking you to volunteer because they're running out of room.
Yeah, what the heck?
We got room here, baby, always for you guys in the Penthouse. Remember, you can call us 877-927-6969. Favorite pizza place? You can text us at Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. We're going to come back. We got a little bit of trifecta, and we're going to tell you how much people are going to spend on the big game on Sunday. We'll be back. Peace.
We're still your at-work station, even if your work happens to be on the kitchen table. Bed. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Real Radio welcomes Fallout Boy with special guest Bring Me the Horizon Monday, July 24th at I Think Financial Amphitheater. We have your shot to score a pair of tickets right now at realradio921.com/contest. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. It's all part of the Ford Concert Series.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
The News Junkie is brought to you by Gordon and Partners. ForTheInjured.com. 561-333-3333.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
It's fair time. The 64th Martin County Fair kicks off February 10th, featuring a Golden Buzzer winner from America's Got Talent Extreme, an opening night concert by another AGT music act, and new this year, the Hops and Hogs Beer Fest on opening night. A beer fest at the fair? Outstanding. Then grab some fair food and play some carnival games. The Martin County Fair, February 10th through 18th. Discounted tickets on sale now at martincountyfair.com.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Everyone knows time is money. So don't wait weeks for the IRS to send out your tax refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt instead for up to $3,500 with a no-interest, no-fee tax refund advance loan. With up to $3,500, you could bring home the bacon and bring it home today. Money now instead of later? That's worth its weight in gold. Don't wait weeks for your refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt today. For eligible clients, loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
That doesn't sound good.
The paper shredder's jammed, but I think I fixed it.
Oh, well, try shredding these $50 bills then.
Seems like it's working.
Better try another $400.
Stop. Instead of using money, use regular paper. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it!
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
If you have certain chronic conditions, such as heart disease,
asthma,
diabetes, and you're 19 years of age or older,
52, 36,
42, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor about getting vaccinated.
With Prevnar 20. If you've been thinking about doing laser hair removal, I am telling you, quit thinking about it and just do it. With the best in the biz, that's Begin a New Med Spa. This is Jupiter's premier luxury med spa. Hey, this is Franny, and I'm kicking myself in the behind that it took me so long to do this. I'm over halfway through my laser hair removal treatments with Begin a New's medical professional, Regan, and my skin is already noticeably smoother and so much more hair-free. Now, this is not all that Begin Anew offers. Feeling drab, not sleeping well, and no energy? Ask them about their Optimal Wellness Program. Wanting to lose weight? Then the game-changing semaglutide may be perfect for you. Begin Anew also offers testosterone replacement therapy, body sculpting, and Botox. You can check out all they have to offer, plus their February specials at beginanewmed.com. And when you book that appointment, let them know that Franny sent you. That's beginanewmed.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Thursday drive along the Palm Beaches is up to speed. 95 and the Turnpike, both accident-free. Look out for roadwork Okeechobee Boulevard East at Flagler Drive. That left turn lane is blocked. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled.
1 and 1017. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a little Friday. This is Thursday, February 9th. Thank you so much for tuning in and, of course, participating. You can always do that. We got a text line right in front of me. That's 47142. You just have to start that text off with Real Radio. You can give us a call. That toll-free number is 877-927-6969. You can email our main man over here, Jimmy. Jimmy at realradio921.com. Speaking of Jimmy, hello and good afternoon.
Hello and good afternoon. And we had a request in our email, Jimmy at realradio921.com. Do you want to hit that first, or did you have something else?
No, let's do it.
All right. Well, our good friend Kara checked in, and she wanted to hear the little bit that we had where Greek might misspell the word bills. So that was actually during the keyword outtakes that he did when he was cutting keywords for another radio station in our market. And this is what that sounded like.
Action. Do I say the Greek or no?
Oh, yes, Daddy.
1230 Gambler has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the nationwide keyword on your website, cash, C-H. 1230 Gambler has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the nationwide 1230 Gambler has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter enter it now on 1230thegambler.com. 1230 Gambler has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter it this nationwide. Wow. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bills. B-I-L-L-L-S.
Right, I give up. There you go, Karen. That was just for you.
Oh, man. I mean, listen, I guess I can't laugh because I misspelled bills too. I was like B-I-L-S-S. B-I-L-S-S.
S's? Two S's?
Two S's.
One L
one
and two
S's.
Nice.
I know, man. It's catchy, whatever this guy has. Yeah, so we do have, like I said, you can call us anytime you want, 877-927-6969. Like this caller. Who do we have, Jimmy?
Yeah, we have Miles on the line. Miles, welcome to the Penthouse. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's the Penthouse doing today?
Excellent. How are you today, bud?
Good. Just working. I was just calling because I wanted to put my 2 cents in on the. You guys were talking about airplanes, and seats, and luggage.
Mm-hmm.
I had to travel last month for work to Minnesota, and it was pretty much the same. I booked all my tickets in the back of the plane, but window, because I didn't want to be technically sitting next to a kid or anything like that. But going to Minnesota, I sat next to a little girl. She was perfect. She didn't cry or anything, but I'm just saying that because when the plane landed, everybody stood up, and I just looked at everybody and was like, you're in the back of the plane. You're going to be here for another 20 minutes. There's no point. There's no point in standing up.
It's so true. It doesn't matter where you're on that plane, Miles. It doesn't. You can be like third to last row. You're just standing. And you're like, you're going to be standing for a while. Might as well sit your ass down.
Might as well sit down.
Get comfortable.
How long did it take you to get off?
It took me, we landed probably like 8:30 in Minnesota. I remember getting my bag. It was like 9:15. So
wow.
It probably took me about 30 minutes. It took me like 30 minutes to get off. But the whole time I'm sitting, I'm like, there's no point of me standing because I'm in the back. I'm going to just wait till everybody get off. And even then, when I was walking down, there was still people grabbing luggage. I'm like, this is impossible.
Yeah.
You guys don't listen to the flight attendants when they say, no standing up.
Mm-hmm.
But, it was going there and coming home was pretty much the same. But the luggage, they made an announcement at the gate that the plane was already overpacked and luggage was checked. So I was like, instead of me worrying about it on the plane, let me just check it in. And it was funny because I checked them in both times, and they gave me a free drink voucher. So I was like, hey,
oh, nice.
Worked out for me.
There you go. Nice job.
I never got one of those.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Winning.
Guess we got to hold out, Franny.
Right?
Miles, you couldn't spring for first class, huh, buddy?
First class was taken. My job wouldn't let me pay for it. So.
Oh, his job would let him pay for it. It was already taken, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Good for you. That's fantastic.
Oh, next time.
I know. That's one thing I've never been on is first class.
Yeah, neither
I mean,
have
there's
I.
a lot of things I haven't been on.
Wow.
First class is definitely one.
All right, we're gonna move along.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my 2 cents on it, though. But I love the show. Keep it up.
Thanks, Miles.
Miles, you're awesome. Thanks a lot for
Thank
checking in
you.
with the Penthouse today.
So we got G in the house. Hi, G. Before we get into some Super Bowl talk, I did have something because we're talking about travel. Might as well stick with it a little bit. So these are some travel tips that most of us may not know, and they're sharing these. This is a Reddit thread that happened. So let's just, I don't know if these are 100% accurate. I'm just reading what I have right here in front of me. So some of them are simple to the practical, and this is some of the best advice that they took from this Reddit thread. They say, try searching for flights in an airline's original language, right?
Oh.
So if you're flying like Air Italia or whatever it is, maybe you put it in Italian and just kind of like look at what it looks. They said that they did this. They said, I once booked a ticket in I guess it was a Peruvian website for Peru, but they looked it up in Spanish instead of English because you can switch the language on it. And they said they saved $700.
Wow. It's a lot.
Stop that.
Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah. You feel like you could if you wanted to, I don't know, get the airline in trouble for doing something, but I don't know why. Yeah, they said they saved.
So what would you do if you wanted to do JetBlue in America? Just do it in English?
Yeah.
Yeah, try English, Greek. Try it. Try it, Ing.
I might try.
See what happens.
But I'm curious if anybody knows this. If you've ever booked a foreign airline in their language, was it cheaper?
Less money. Maybe.
Because they did. They said they looked it up in English and then they looked it up in Spanish.
They say $700.
And they saved $700.
When is this? Let's do it.
I've never heard of such a thing. I love this. They say roll everything, fold nothing. Like when you're packing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's actually been something going around because Carla did that the last time that when I flew up to see my brother, she did it. And then when she flew to see the grandkids, she did the same thing. When you roll your clothes, you save a lot of room.
Yep.
In your luggage.
Mm-hmm. This one I live by, and when I travel to foreign places, if you're asking for an opinion, don't ask the opinion of someone who's being paid to provide it. Not even just foreign. I do this when I go to Orlando, stay like a Disney resort or something like that. Want to know where the best meal at your hotel is? They said don't go to the concierge.
Go to a stranger?
Because they'll send you to one of their hotel ones, or they'll send you, find a local or something like that. They even say the cleaner, even somebody maybe what they said, maybe the housekeeper or something. They're not getting a kickback for the nearest steakhouse. So they may be able to provide you with something, but they're that front desk clerk is probably giving you something that they have preferred transfer, preferred bars, preferred whatever.
How about valet guys?
A lot of them have relationships with them.
Yeah, they're always good. Like you go to Vegas, ask them about strip clubs. They always tell you the best ones.
But same thing. They're probably going to get a kickback.
They might,
they're going to push you one way or another. I get that. You know, I see the point in that.
Yeah.
But search your phone.
Yep. This one's interesting. They said 3 things. Bring an orange. If someone you're sitting next to smells bad.
Oh, you throw it at them?
You can.
You stink.
They said you can open up an orange as a natural deodorizer. Also said bring a
not a bad idea.
Bring 2, put it in your arms. There you go.
Well, you just peel it. You get why not? Bring a spare pair of socks and change socks after you're settled on your flight, train, etc., etc. It says put the sweaty socks away in a plastic bag. Dry socks after a long day of travel feel luxurious.
Ooh.
And they said stupid and cheerful. A cop stops you in a foreign country, stupid and cheerful. Never be belligerent. Cheerful always works better than aggressive.
Of course.
And it transcends in every culture. I love they say be stupid and cheerful.
No bueno.
Yeah.
No inglés.
Yep. They say who you go with is way more important than where you go. I believe in that. You can, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like cruising, I don't like this. If you go with the right people, you're going to have a good time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can have a good time with somebody in an elevator.
Exactly. When flights get canceled.
The ride is right. Right? Huh? Huh, G? Huh? Waka waka.
Going down?
Mm-hmm. My life is.
My life's going down, bitch.
It can't go low enough. It can't go low
I'm
enough.
playing handball against a curb.
Keep going.
And I'll do a couple more if we can take this phone call. It says, when flights get canceled, don't stand in line to talk to an agent. I've learned this the hard way. Call the airline instead.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
You get right through.
Mm-hmm.
Because they because the line's so long.
Because everybody who was on that flight is waiting in that line.
All right. I see your point.
Mhm.
You got 200 people in front of them.
When that happened, when I was supposed to go to Jamaica, the line was forever. And I was like, I don't want to. I was like, not only am I depressed and sad that I've had this big trip, now I'd stand in line. And so my husband kind of like, he didn't cut in front, but he, wanted to ask something, but didn't want to get in the way of everybody. And there was a woman standing there, and she said, call. She said, call us. Don't stand in this line.
Well, even more so with yours. I mean, that wasn't just like one flight.
Oh, it was like
the entire
every airline
airport was shut down.
going to Montego Bay.
Yeah.
Everything was closed down.
Yeah. And then we have on here that nobody wakes up early. Like, you can wake up before dawn and get fantastic golden hour pics when the city is empty, then go back for breakfast and nap heading up for lunch. They say that's a nice little, if you want to go take nice pictures when you're out traveling.
Oh, I'm going to remember that.
So these are nice little travel tips from people.
Another great travel tip is try to find somebody to pay for your ticket.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, awesome. I'm working on it myself.
Here's a good tip. Get somebody else to pay. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
I'm trying to see if Felipe is open, but we got our buddy Greg Rice checking in. Hey, Greg, you want to pay for my airplane ticket?
Yeah, I got that. I can chip in 50 cents.
Thank you.
That's it. Greek.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what do you, after the Super Bowl, what are you going to call an Eagles fan holding a bottle of champagne?
What?
Your waiter.
Who else do we have on hold? That one missed.
Sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss.
And that was a miss.
I was expecting something really good.
Yeah, that should have been good.
You got to lower
actually.
your expectations, so when he surprised you, you'd be like, oh, wow, that was great.
Just like sex.
Yep, just like sex. Andy, welcome to the Penthouse.
Andy?
Hello?
Andy?
Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
Hey. Okay. Franny, when you were talking about your friend looking for tickets from Peru and searching in a different language, the idea is not necessarily a different language. It's the home country of the airport you're searching, of the airline that you're searching.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yes.
Okay.
Their language of whatever the airline was. Like I said, I did Air Italia, for instance, look it up in Italian instead of in English. So it wasn't a friend. It was just an article I was reading that somebody said they did it, and they ended up saving $700 because they compared and did it in English, and they would have paid more. So do you know this? Have you done it before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done it, but in most airlines' pages, you have a country selection and a language. So it's not necessarily the language. You could still do it in English, but you need to use the home country of the airline you're searching.
Oh, okay. Now I understand what you're saying. Okay, not the language, the actual country. Okay.
Right. And one other thing, as far as a canceled flight, don't try to call the airline. Get on the app. The app will send you with alternative flights right away. Everybody else is also on hold with the airline. So you'll be far ahead if you open up the app of that airline on a flight that's canceled, and they'll give you alternative flights right away.
Yeah, and that's also good advice too, to make sure if you are on an airline and if it's new to you or whatever, download their app because you get all the notifications before travel too.
Yeah, great points.
Absolutely. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Andy. Take care, buddy.
Appreciate it. 877-927-6969. If you guys want to get in with a slice before we leave, favorite places to get pizza. It's National Pizza Day. So go out today and get a slice of pizza or get a regular pizza.
We actually have a request for an oldie but a goodie quote here, Jimmy.
All right.
It's a drop, shall I say. 47142, it says, great show. Can Jimmy find Greek's drop? I believe it's is it scan and go or scan and move?
Scan and move.
All right. We'll request for that.
It comes from Publix years ago. I used to get offended when they would look at my stuff. And I would just go, can't you just friggin' scan it and move? You got to look at it.
Scan
and move. That's it.
Scan and move.
There you go.
So Greek would get it like his usual, the Cosmo, the National Enquirer, the important
There you
stuff,
go.
Vogue, right?
And a loaf of bread, yes.
And the person would, instead of just scanning it and move along, which is the whole point of it, they would sit there and read, so what are you into? And reading into it and getting into his business. And he used to go,
Scan and move. That's it. Very simple.
Is that why you stopped buying magazines? You were just so sick of them looking at your magazines?
I just don't know why they, even if you buy soap or something, they look at it like, oh, is this good?
Nice. What's that? Well, I've had that. They're just trying to spark a conversation with you.
Chop, chop, I want to go.
Yeah. I'm above you. Stop it.
No time for this small talk.
I'm not above them. I'm not saying that.
Well, if they start a conversation with me, I'm like, yes, this actually is very good. You should try it.
That's good.
I don't go scan and move.
Scan and move.
Scan and move. Like they would do in my New York Post. And a gambler's thing is, if somebody opens the Post that you buy, it was bad luck. It was maluk. So you wanted to buy the paper. If somebody opened it up, it seemed to be bad luck.
Yeah.
And that was started. So I didn't like anybody open my papers, and it pissed me off. And I'd be like, scan and move.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I mean, I'm buying it. You got to tell you what's going on. Oh, look what Bill Clinton's doing. Oh, the Obamas, whatever was going on.
Scan and move. Give me my damn paper so I can go lose on my own.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't need any help losing.
That's right. What are you, drunk, stoned, or stupid? Scan and move. Love this audience. It makes simple sense. Next time you go into a store, see if you. It's usually if you have a magazine or something like that. Like
I don't even know the last time I purchased.
Yeah, I haven't in years.
Yeah, really.
But I bought a Vogue one time, and the lady was like, "Oh, buying this for your girlfriend? That's sweet."
Like, mind your own business. Scan it.
Yeah, no, it's buying it for me. She can get her own damn Cosmo.
Yeah, that's right. I said, you got to know what the enemy's thinking, lady.
I already put 100 on the dresser for her.
Scan and move. We love this audience. You guys are the best. It is another epic. And when I say epic, I don't want to spell it, but it's a big show, baby.
Of course you don't.
I mean, you got to have a little squingy salad up here.
If you're sitting there and reading my Cosmo.
I love it. Jimmy,
Scan
and great job as always, Jimmy. You are the MVP.
Thank you very much, Greek. Thank you very much, Franny. Thank you for listening.
Francis, great job as always. You are the MVP. Great job. Thank you for what you do with the blog, with the text line. Because when you're not here, the text line is just not the same.
Yeah, it doesn't get done. We say it gets done.
One day.
Apparently, that's the new shtick.
One day I'll give you the password. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, text us at 47142. Right.
No, thank you, of course, for everything. G-Man, thank you for all you do, the nice words. Jimmy, thank you for all of your work that you put into the Penthouse. And thank you for listening. And if you want to come see us, we're going to be at Superior Street Golf Carts tomorrow in Delray Beach, right, G-Man?
2411 South Federal Highway, Delray. Come by. We got a big surprise. I mean, big.
I don't even know it. I can't wait.
I'll figure it out in the morning.
Oh, okay. That's why he hasn't told me.
Shocker.
Andrew.
I won't even call Andrew.
Oh, okay.
No. It's best to just spring it on him and make him do it.
Hey,
ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
Hey, Andrew, do we have turkeys to give away? I need 94 of them. Remember, nobody's promised tomorrow, so whatever you can do today, do it.
What day is today?
Pizza day. Take a pizza. Banana, everybody. Love you. Peace.
Bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we move through our Thursday. It's a warm one with temperatures in the low 80s through the day. We're going to see a warming trend as we continue into Friday and Saturday ahead of our next weather maker. It's a cold front that brings the chance of rain on Saturday, and then our temperatures fall back to the low 70s on Sunday.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Hiring can be a headache. That's why there's Indeed, the hiring platform that removes the hassle. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates. And you can schedule and conduct video interviews right on their site. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Spring training is almost here. Come see the World Series champion Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals as they prepare for the upcoming season. Spring training starts February 25th. For tickets, go to ballparkpalmbeaches.com. That's ballparkpalmbeaches.com. Let's play ball.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a bowler, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with little tips for a healthier planet. When dining out or shopping at the grocery store, ask for sustainable seafood. By choosing sustainable seafood, you can help reduce overfishing, bycatch, loss of top predators, illegal fishing, and other harmful environmental impacts. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth. iHeartRadio Earth is here with a new way to enjoy our beautiful planet. Reduce your impact on the environment this fall by packing a waste-free lunch for school or work. Avoid foods with excessive packaging. Use reusable cutlery, napkins, cups, bags, and containers, and recycle or compost any waste when possible. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.